I forgot completely what
No.
was happening.
Of course.
We are stalking the family to find something sketchy, and we
Oh,
found
right.
a sketchy thing with the brother.
Yes, the
I
superior
think.
of our superior.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I don't remember a huge amount of it though.
Hmm.
Quite heretical indeed.
Yeah, and we've got the negligence pretty locked in if we can get the brother, right?
Ah, there we are. Oh yeah, that's right. I think we figured out why it was censured. It wasn't any bad reason. He's just a buffoon, and he embarrassed the. He was just dog shit at his job, and got kicked out constantly. I talked to that. It was like the fourth thing.
Right around the corner.
Damn it! I really wanted to be right. Okay.
What is that? Against death penalty?
Maximus thinks he was just dog shit at his job.
Can you put the list of stuff in the Discord?
Alex, you know all about that, don't you?
Huh? Wait, you desert us?
Oh, got it. Okay.
Oh no.
It's Jover.
Bozo. I guess it's a new fun way of playing D&D. The audience gets no context from the DM.
You just have to kind of guess. It's fine.
Well, that's cool. I guess you guys just vibe. Okay, now it's working. Well, that's awkward. I guess, yeah. It's been 2 weeks. We're back. They were doing an investigation, and now we're here. So, what do we want to do?
Well, when we last left off, like, right when we left off, do you remember what was happening?
I do, yes. Zednius had spent the day shadowing the daughter of the family and found nothing really. And the idea had been to make Grania befriend the daughter to get sort of an in within the family. And you guys had just sort of
I recall now, yeah.
broken the situation. Yeah. And you said literally me about the daughter.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was literally me.
Yeah, literally me. So it is
Okay,
the
so
yeah,
Granny
it's-
come back?
yeah, everyone has returned. It's the 6th of March, the next day. All information between everyone has been shared. The only question is, what's our next avenue of approach?
I think
Well, what did you guys find?
Well, wait, didn't we talk about this already?
There was a bit of discussion about it, yeah.
Okay, good.
You were saying something, Hecko?
No.
Oh.
So how are we gonna get this brother to? How are we gonna do this?
That's a very good question. I don't know.
Well, as you guys get breakfast at the estate of Consul Lars Ignia, the master servant brings you food. The city of Mythos is abuzz with a pretty big story. A century, which is about 100 men, of soldiers was traveling along the Atlian Mountains to make its way out to the plains, and then they just disappeared. And it's a pretty big story because soldiers don't just go missing on the main peninsula of Mithdosica, much less 100 soldiers all at once. So it's a pretty big story across the city. Some people are speculating another Deadwood attack. Other people are speculating new monsters having risen up from the earth and re-inhabited the mountains. You know, a lot of wacky speculation. Most of this you can learn from the broadsheet, which the master servant will deliver to you in the morning as you're eating breakfast.
Oh shit, what do you guys think happened to him?
100 men just gone. Seems. Yeah, that doesn't
Must
really.
be some
doesn't
nefarious
really
shit
happen.
going on.
Do you think it has anything to do with the vision that we all had, all of us magic people?
I don't know.
I'm sure the
Yes,
I'm
it
sure
is.
the Department of Magic and Faith are already investigating that angle.
Seems spooky.
Who
I
knows?
just
Maybe
don't
that'll be our
understand.
next mission.
I
I
Oh,
won't be
no.
surprised.
wonder if they've sent people out to investigate. I mean, I'm not really sure what you do when 100 soldiers go missing.
Probably
Maxis?
send some like pretty important soldiers.
Have I ever heard of anything like this happening?
On the plains, it happened all the time because columns would get ambushed, and you'd send out cavalry and find, oh yeah, these guys got killed by this local lord. Then you go burn down every village in the lord's domain and then kill him. But in mainland Mythosica, that doesn't really happen very often, ever.
Well, on the plains, we just go and find them. They inevitably got killed by some warlord or another, but it doesn't happen on the mainland. There's no precedent for this.
As I, scoop spoonfuls of oatmeal into my mouth. Yeah, there's no warlords out here, as far as we know, at least.
Maybe it's the Necromortis.
I stopped eating my oatmeal.
Where did they disappear?
Yeah, let's go to the world map. They disappeared along the eastern road of the Atlian Mountains, which is here. So west of the city of Parla and along this sort of corridor where the red line is. The Necromortis typically operates out of the Deadwood to the south, but who knows?
I guess it's something descended from the mountains and got them.
Those mountains
dragon?
are supposed to be monster-free. Like, as in nothing. Literally 0 monsters.
I mean, do monsters come from them occasionally?
No.
That
That's the
also-
thing. Like, there was a big deal during the Pax Mithdosica that it was like the first time in the history of humanity that those mountains hadn't been inhabited by monsters. They basically purged all but a
That's
couple
where we
of...
found the Hydra in there, though, right?
Yeah,
in
you
the
found one of
mountains.
the last monsters in the entire mountains, yeah. Or at least that's
What about-
allegedly. That's supposed to be the case.
There are monsters.
There's a couple of holdouts, yeah, still alive in the mountains, but none of them are capable, allegedly, none of them are capable of killing 100 men. Like,
Well,
there's
maybe
rumored to be a
one-
tribe of giants still in those
Would
mountains.
the Hydra have been capable of
I mean, you guys fought it. If you four killed it, probably can't
no.
kill 100 men.
Unless those men were incredibly incompetent.
In which
Which I
case he would
doubt.
have deserved to die.
No.
Well, I don't know about that.
Did it take half damage from non-magical stuff? Maybe that's why they got fucked.
Could be that. A century of units would also have a centurion, though, which is equivalent to like a maximus in strength. So they'd have at least one
Yeah.
person in the unit that would be.
It's like pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm over
Yeah.
right a quick snack here.
Yeah, of course. So it's just a little interesting story that consumes the broadsheets for today. Broadsheets are essentially like technically newspapers, though they're seen more as like tabloids in terms of being a bit inaccurate. So there's all sorts of wacky speculation inside of them. One story in particular says that the infamous King Advarn, which is like a children's story about a group of specters which fly through the sky at night. It's rumored that, they came down from the sky and kidnapped all 100 men and brought them back up to the court of the Fae in the sky above. So,
Well, that definitely happened.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fight them next out. Cool. Thank you.
of course. But
Look, the Raven Tower people laughed at it the first time, and then it's like, the fuck, there's like a weird Raven cult.
yeah, I guess
So,
it's
like-
all fun and games until you're fighting Fae in the sky above Valoros.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You better would know all about that, right?
True. And you guys have about 3 more days until your investigation is meant to be concluded.
All right.
So, with that little interlude,
Is Tullius off of his mission yet?
let me take a look. Yes, he has joined you for breakfast somewhat. Like, he hasn't done some big announcement. He just, comes in a little bit after, sits down at the table, and will begin to eat breakfast.
I'll look at like Severus and Zednius because I don't want to be the one to talk to him and like inform him of what's going
Yeah,
on.
we should give him the update.
Like awkwardly looking at them. To...
Yeah.
I forget the son's name. So what was the son's name? Or not the son, the brother.
Aurelius.
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 Is heretic. Okay.
Presumably.
Yeah,
So I'll
Tullius looks a
sit
bit
next-
tired as he eats away at the breakfast, which is rare. He just, regardless of what he's actually doing, his physical state rarely changes, so he's probably been awake for quite some time.
Hey. I'm not even gonna comment on it, that's rude.
Not sleeping too well, Tullius.
He glances up. No, as we discussed, I was dealing with your little priest problem and it became a bit more complicated.
Oh, what did you have
Oh.
to?
Yes, well.
I apologize.
He
So,
just gives you a look and then goes back to eating breakfast.
We do have some good news.
Yes?
We're pretty sure there's heretical negligence going on.
Wonderful. Is it provable in
his-
court?
It should be if our next step of the investigation, as soon as the next step of the investigation concludes. I'll
Wonderful.
tell him quickly about the meeting with the brother and the White Circle.
What do you tell him about it?
I'll tell him we found them saying pretty bad stuff about the gods. Like they're leeches from people.
Mm,
And there's
yes.
this like entire sect of people. And I'm gonna, I'll pay him a visit. See if I can find out more about him, the preacher.
Well, it seems quite promising. I can't help you today. I need some sleep before I continue, but later today in the evening, if there's anything you need assistance with, just let me know.
Yeah. Thank you.
And he will go back to eating the breakfast. Eventually, he will stand up and leave the room after finishing food, and you will be left alone to plan the specifics of your investigation.
I wonder if I had to kill that priest for this man, huh?
No,
I'll look up
no.
at him. Severus.
Probably.
Oh no, of course he didn't.
I
Do you
mean,
think he did?
Yeah.
he's in it turned out more complicated, so there's a good chance.
I don't know why he'd be up so late.
I'll
did-
cover
you
my
did.
mouth with my hand and just look like a little.
I mean, maybe you had to kill like all of the priest's family or something. I don't know.
Oh Jesus.
My eyes will grow wider.
It's possible. You did sort of tell the man you were like
Possessed by a demon.
involved
I
with
did not
demons.
say that. I did not say that.
No, you
at
only heavily
all.
implied it to a man of the faith,
It's true. You did.
terrifying the shit out of him.
You did only heavily imply it.
I want to get up and kind of throw my bowl of oatmeal just a little bit on the table, like roughly, and be like, I did not say any of that, and I'll just walk away.
Nobody's
Okay. You head out to
I'm
the sort of.
upset because
Yeah.
okay.
Renesmee is sad that the blood is on her hands.
Oh yeah.
She's frustrated at it.
Yeah. You head out to the courtyard of the villa, and you head out to the courtyard of the villa and just begin to, sort of pace back and forth, trying to burn
just
off some of the
thinking
nervous
about it.
energy. Yeah. I
Shaking
mean,
my hands
he was a
little bit.
relatively nice guy. He just, he wanted to ask questions, make sure that you were okay, and you picture his face,
Absolutely.
throat slit, dead.
Yep.
Ugh. Poor guy.
Not
A
good.
faithful servant of the Emperor,
Yeah.
dead because of you.
If he is dead, which he might be.
If, yeah.
Really,
She probably is.
he just went to a nice pasture.
Yeah, it's just
Okay,
the blade of the
where's
Emperor
Thomas?
had to spend the
Where's
entire
Thomas?
evening.
You see me pacing up and down the courtyard, and then you see me barge back in. Where's Tullius?
He's sleeping.
Let him rest, okay?
Fuck. And I go back out into the courtyard and I start pacing again.
You should have asked him earlier.
Well, while Renesmee paces back and forth in the courtyard, and Grania continues to eat her breakfast undisturbed, what are we doing?
Yeah, how's
About what
Granite?
time did the daughter skip school?
It was during lunch.
Okay, that's all you know.
Okay. So based on the notes we have in general, there's several different avenues of approach. There is the estate itself, trying to find more letters. There is that thing you guys have about, that letter you have about warrior lodges, those locked rooms in the Galerius estate, there's that. There's the whole weird star people thing. Then there's the specifics of Aurelius's background and, his story. And then, of course, the daughter.
Aurelius, he leaves the house at what exactly was the schedule?
Let me double check. He leaves the house at 10:30 until 1:30, and then he leaves again at 5:30 and doesn't come back until midnight or around 1 a.m. somewhere in that area.
Okay. You said what, 10:30, and then he comes back at 1:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay. So within that time frame, I think I'm gonna need Renesmee to help with this.
Okay.
Because it's probably safer
where
for
I
her to do
am.
it. Well, yeah. I'm gonna go to Renesmee.
You head out into the courtyard of the villa. Renesmee's pacing back and forth. A small little bird sits on a tree in the center of the villa courtyard and chirps at both of you.
Oh, yeah. Listen. Don't worry about the whole preacher thing, okay? I'm sure Chelis just had to stay awake longer because he had to just make sure that he didn't talk to anybody else. He's very thorough like that. Just because he took longer doesn't mean he necessarily had to kill anybody, okay?
Fuck. I just.
Stuff like this happens sometimes, and you shouldn't blame yourself too much. There's another thing. I think we should take the satchel. And I think you're the best person to do it. By going there invisibly, there's possibility I tip off some magical traps in there. If you go in as a bird or something like that, you manage to slip up with a satchel without being seen with it. That gives us some time to go through it and return it. We should return it before he comes back home again.
Why
We
would
just
we
need to know
return
what's
it?
in. Because if it's missing, he knows something's wrong.
Couldn't we hand it in and deal with it all? Oh, I guess
We need more evidence before that. I think we should look through it, and once we know if there's evidence and what kind of evidence there's in there, we give it back to him without him ever knowing it was gone. Then I go to the star people, give them a little,
I see.
visit, find out more, and once we have the whole picture, you go back, you steal the satchel, and then we hand it in. But
One-
until then, we can't tip it off, otherwise he might go into hiding or hide all the evidence.
Yeah. One of the issues with this is that the way that I snuck in last time was I turned into a fly under the door. The doors weren't just unlocked, or at least I didn't try the locks, but if I went in as something that could carry the satchel, I'd have to be a bird. I don't think I could get into his room as a bird, so I'd have to go in as a fly, then turn into a human, hope the door's unlocked from the inside, and unlock the door.
Wait, can't you turn into an animal more than once a day?
Yes, but twice a day.
Yes, so you can fly in as a fly.
Yep.
You take the satchel and you
As a
put it
human.
on you, and then you turn back into a fly because it's part of the thing you're wearing, just like the clothes
Oh,
you're
that's
wearing,
true.
it melds into your new form, right?
That is true. However, consider this. I can get it out. How do we get it back in?
Oh, yeah, you're right. That would be a limitation with your.
Yeah. I mean, I guess.
What are you hoping to find within the satchel?
Books or notes that indict him clearly.
Then could
That's the
Renesmee not
biggest
just look at those, and if they're short, commit them to memory,
Yeah,
or if they're a tome
that's
or
what I'm.
not? Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. But the more time she spends in there in human form, the bigger the risk.
That's true.
Granny also has a polymorph, if we need to use that.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's such a high level spell for something that's so small, though.
It's
I don't
once a
feel like
day.
this is worth.
Yeah,
she can
she's
use
a
it
warlock.
once a day?
Multiple times a
Yeah,
day,
once per
actually.
long rest.
Oh, once per
Oh.
long rest. L.
It's
L.
my warlock.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
it's your
it's your
invocation,
invocation.
your spell.
It's normally
Yeah.
not a warlock spell, I don't think.
It doesn't use a spell slot, though.
That's crazy.
That is so crazy. Anyways, that's awesome. Good for you. Fucking hell. Hey!
She's a warlock. Or she's a druid, basically. With all that poly.
What about when somebody's turned invisible
Mm-hmm.
while they're wild shaped?
Mm-hmm.
If they revert the wild shape, they would still
Mhm.
be invisible, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by revert wild shape? Like, if I
Turn back into human
was
form.
got it, I would still be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So what we could do is Grania polymorphs you to get inside.
But I
Well, I think
wouldn't be
about
able
this
to
is,
just unpolymorph myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'd have to have
yeah,
somebody
you're
to
right.
know.
That'd
So,
have to
break
be some
concentration.
signal.
I mean, I can go in as a fly, an invisible fly, right? I can turn into an invisible human to go through his stuff, and then
Oh,
if
yeah.
anything bad happens, I'll
That-
just turn back into an invisible fly and get out.
Yeah, I can do that. I can make you invisible. Or maybe somebody
problem
else,
is
because
we're gonna have to have some eyes on
Grania,
him.
Zenius, can you make people invisible?
Yep.
They'll shake their head, yes.
Because my spells take a lot longer to come back.
Do we want to do it right now? It's about 7:30 in the morning right now.
Well, no, he's not left
we need
yet.
eyes on him.
Sure.
What was the last time that I went? What time was it? I think it was around midday.
I think, yeah, around noon. Around lunchtime.
Because
What day
that
of the
was
week
when
is
he
it?
left his thing there. So
Well, that's
I
when,
would
yeah,
assume...
almost everyone's gone from the estate. The only person there is sometimes the son, but typically he's like playing with servants elsewhere. So,
What day of the week is it?
it is currently, I think it's a Wednesday. Let me check.
Yeah, we should be fine.
It's a Monday. No, it doesn't really matter. It's not like there's a 5-day work week in Mythdosia.
Oh,
They
is it
work
not?
all-
No,
they
but I mean,
work
it's
the
more
whole time.
likely for them to
Yeah.
be home on the weekend. I assume.
Yeah, it's a Monday. No, they just work the whole time, or they don't
Oh,
work at all. If they're an
I
actual.
thought there
noble.
is a weekend. Oh.
No, labor, baby. They labor all the time. For people like Galerius, anyways. For farmers, obviously their work schedules, dictated by the land. Or for soldiers, it's more dictated by the needs of a campaign. But for someone like Galerius, he just works all the time.
Based.
No, not based.
Based.
So we want to wait until Aurelius leaves, and we want the Renesmee. Who's casting it on her? Invisibility, because they're gonna have to stay at the house until noon.
I can do it.
Okay. Then the Renesmee Zednius plan kicks off at noon. Maximus, Severus, and Grania, what are you guys trying to get done today?
I'm gonna go to the preacher's house, assuming he has a daytime job.
And by preacher, we mean...
The house where Aurelius went in the evening.
Okay, sounds good. You can head off and go do that. Maximus and Grania.
I messaged you already about it. One of those.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Okay, cool.
Fuck.
Maximus,
Actually,
Maximus.
I would ask if Granny isn't busy, if she would maybe come with me. She could be of use.
If you're
Great.
going to this guy's house, I think she's going to stand out a lot compared to you.
Oh, well, you don't have to go inside. I just want your. You can polymorph. You can turn people invisible. What else? Anything else infiltrations you can do? Can you create a zone of silence maybe?
Shake her head now.
Oh, you can charm people, right?
I think that'll be okay. I really do. As
Sorry,
long as I can get him invisible.
Just want to involve you a bit more. You know,
Well, as
teach you
the
the ropes.
four of you head off to go do your respective tasks / wait for them to be relevant, Maximus, you're no special spellcaster, no Frumentari assassin. What are you doing?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
Um,
You could try to learn more about Aurelius, though I think you already got like the footnotes. You'd have to find someone that like was directly with him to get any more information, which is going to be.
What about his
exceedingly
drinking
difficult.
buddies in the tavern?
What about him? Oh, Aurelius's drinking buddies, not yeah. You could do
Yes.
that. Yeah.
what?
But that could be specific.
At 10:30 in the morning, Aurelius leaves his house and goes and get drunk until 1 p.m. So you could go talk to his drinking buddy.
Also,
He
an
has the
excuse to
most
get drunk
degenerate
early.
schedule of anyone in the family. It's not even close.
I'll
Well, there's
where
a
does he
7-year-old
ha-
child. I can't believe
Where does
that.
he hang out?
What?
Where does he go to drink?
He heads to a tavern wells away from the Imperial District. He heads down to the docks and goes to a tavern there.
It's still like upper classy for the dogs, right?
It is very upper class for the docks, but it's the docks, so it makes him feel hard, you know, tough.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, all right. I'll go hang out there.
Okay, great. So, in terms of timeline, Severus and Grania will be first, so we'll do them. The two of you guys head out from your base of
Oh,
operations.
did she agree to come?
Oh, no, sorry, never mind. I forgot.
I mean, if she'll be back in time for what I said,
Lord.
then she wouldn't have any reason to not leave.
Well, you have to explain that to Severus.
I'm
She
open
won't.
for you explaining.
She won't. Classic. So, Severus, you head off alone. You make your way out of the
Oh,
Imperial
I meant she
District.
wouldn't explain it. She'll go.
Oh, she'll go, but she won't explain.
If he's
Classic.
asking Granny to go, she'll go.
Classic. Okay. Severus and Grania, the two of you guys will walk away and leave the Imperial complex. You walk past two Imperial guards. You head out into the city proper. It's a nice spring day. It's still a bit chilly, but it's starting to warm up throughout the city. Today, there's a little bit of rain, but it's like Aurelian Soul, the Almighty, spitting on you rather than like actual rain.
No, literal perfect weather.
Yeah. And you make your way towards that same block of very narrow but expensive houses where the group is what we'll call it for now, where the group met. And the home in which there was previously this meeting? Congregation? I'm trying not to load the language to make it sound cultish, but, the group meeting, we'll call it that.
Pretty coldish.
Bloody group.
Yeah.
You can see on the front stoop there is several baggage men like that are carrying things, and they seem to be like unloading stuff onto the front porch. And you can see that the front porch of this house has about 2 crates of stuff on them, and they have these big old stickers across them that read Marco Manus's Book Emporium. And these 2 crates are like sitting on the front porch of the building.
Have I ever heard of that place? Book Emporium?
Probably not. No.
Right.
But you would know that crates of books cost a disgusting amount of money. I mean, an individual
this
book is about
person's-
2 gold. So a
This person's
crate,
filthy rich.
yeah.
Assuming they're loaded with books.
Assuming, yeah, it's not like, one heretical
You can't
book
still
buried under
reuse.
layers of packing chips, yeah.
Oh, it's just somebody reusing a fucking crate.
Or that, yeah. But yeah, those 2 crates are unloaded, then the baggage men, go on their way. Other than that, it's a quite sleepy neighborhood, as whoever went to work has already gone to work. So all that's left are people that don't work. So it's a pretty quiet street this time of day.
Roses.
Right. I won the impression that there was like a window that I could see through, like from a.
Yeah,
Like,
you went around back
for
the
the
building.
Yes.
Yeah, and you went to what was essentially his back porch / patio, but there's no fence around it, and that's what you watched the whole meeting from.
How suspicious would it be for me to just walk there right now?
It'd be kind of weird, but I mean, if no one sees you, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I'll just. I'm already really suspicious. I'm like a rich people. I'm like clearly dressed as like a suspicious figure.
Oh yeah.
I really need to get myself some disguise.
I mean, you have to keep in mind, you are in an empire that has like state secret police, so maybe people would just assume you're like a god from Mentari and just not question you.
Yeah, but also if this person sees somebody walking around that looks like from Mentari, he might get fucking spooked.
True.
Either way, I'll walk around the back.
Yeah, you head around back towards where the.
And I'll signal for Granite to wait at the front.
Okay. Granted, you just like sit on one of the stoops of these fine brownstone buildings.
Actually, no, I'll signal for her to come with. That's a better excuse.
Just as you're about to sit down, Severus pokes his head back around the corner, waits for you to follow.
It's a better excuse to get caught.
She's just following your shit.
Okay. The 2 of you guys head through the alleyway out behind back. There's like, it's all very dense housing. So there's like 4 buildings, butted up against one another here. And you head around back. It's about the same as it was last night. No new changes. But you do notice that the other window that you didn't look through, this one had like frosted glass on it. So you couldn't see what was inside other than vague shapes. Within that one, you can see the silhouette of a person writing feverishly.
Very suspicious when people write feverishly.
Yeah?
Feverishly is a suspicious word to use there.
I know, very cultish.
Oh, okay. Damn, Stephen King, very cultish. Needs to stop writing all those books so feverishly.
True! You know what? I'm gonna, duck so it doesn't see me.
Sure.
And I'm gonna just cast a quick ritual detect
Okay.
magic.
Yeah, you duck underneath the window or just
Good
like
vibe
the left
check.
or right of it, begin to cast a ritual spell. The 2, as Granny, you're just sitting there watching Severus make his little arcane circles on the ground. You can hear, the scratching of a quill pen against parchment inside the room, and you hear sort of mumbles, and I think at one point you hear a loud exclamation of "fuck," and then it returns to writing. A deep annoyance, and then returning to his writing. But
Mike filtered it.
oh no, no!
It did. I didn't want to
Yeah.
tell you. I didn't have the heart to tell you.
Thank you
But we
for
know what you said. We
being
know what
a.
you said.
Thank you for being a brave hero, Dota. Well, anyways, Heko, you complete your ritual.
Then I'll just. How bright is the detect magic flash on your eyes?
It's like a dull sort of glow. It's not going to be super, super powerful.
I'll just glance into his room real quick.
Yeah, you
Get a quick
glance.
glimpse if there's any magic, and then duck away.
Does detect magic get impeded by glass at all? I don't think so, but maybe a certain thickness of it will. We'll see.
I'll push
Good,
the
maybe
1 foot of
like a
stone,
birch
1 inch
glass.
of common metal, a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood or dirt. No, it's not. Yeah, it's not going to be impeded.
unless there's lead in there.
There is not lead inside the window. So inside, you can see several magical signatures. Interesting. So you can't actually. It's funny because the frosted glass, you can't actually see what the thing is that's magical. You can just see its aura. So the guy is magical.
He's under the influence of a magical effect.
No. Divine casters. They have signs of not even just divine casters. Anyone that is favored by the gods will have visual signs on them that they are blessed.
What about disfavored?
Disfavored? Not typically.
First.
Or
fiendish or
warlock.
whatever.
Cursed will definitely have a thing. Warlock typically doesn't either.
I don't like this dude. He's ugly now.
Yeah, this guy, he has a he doesn't have like a jagged line of any particular color through him, which is what most divine casters have. Instead, he just has a general aura of magic around him of low intensity. He has 2 rings
Could
on.
it be
Which
that
are
he's a
both...
sorcerer?
Could be.
I'm sorry.
He has 2 magical rings, a pair of glasses sitting on his desk that are magical, a staff sitting next to his desk that's magical, several ink pots that are magic inside of the desk, like they're sitting in a drawer, but you can still see them because the desk isn't 3 feet thick. And you can also see on a nearby sort of like, it looks like almost like a display stand, there are 3 magical items that are all crystal shaped.
Right. This guy is insanely loaded.
Mm-hmm.
Now I really want to rob him.
Yeah?
I was gonna say that's magical ink that we need, but that's the other campaign.
Yeah.
I
I was
have
thinking of getting a magical tattoo.
I have a
could use that
buttload
magical
of
ink.
like magic quality ink for spell books on me. If
Yeah,
anybody
unfortunately, it
needs
is not magical ink for the purposes of tattoos. It's magical ink for the purposes of spell transcription.
that. Yes.
Which we don't really do.
Of the
Yeah. I'll just deactivate detect magic,
Okay.
duck around, and I'll go back to the front.
Okay. You and Granny return back to the front of the building. You can see that the 2 crates are still, the 2 large crates of books are just sitting there. Marco Manus's Book Emporium.
Look at Granny. Do you think it's wise if I disguise myself and try to talk to him?
I'll just shrug.
out of character, I would be worried that the magical glasses would be like see through other magic.
I mean, he's not wearing them currently. They're sitting on his desk. He might put them on to greet somebody at the door.
True sight glasses would be very pog. I will say, previously, when you saw him opening the door for Aurelius, he was not wearing the glasses, nor was he during the ritual ceremony thing.
Interesting. They might be for like a very specific type of thing.
Reading
Maybe
glasses.
like reading. Yeah, maybe like actually to like magnify stuff.
Magical magnification.
Oh, for an old person.
Or maybe it's like a fucking Google Translate glasses.
Pretty cool. I have a
Comprehend
Google Translate
languages.
ring.
Comprehend languages here.
Google Translate brain. That's what we're gonna call bilingual people now. Google Translate brain.
I said ring.
Oh, ring. Okay.
I think we should go with Google Translate.
Granny won't stop you if you do, so you're welcome to if you want.
Well, how do you wish to disguise yourself, Severus Octavius Aulus Ignia?
What kind
AKA
of people,
Hecko?
what kind of people walk around here?
This is, I think, you glance behind you on the road, you see a young woman, maybe in her, mid-20s, pushing a carriage of 3,
Okay,
children.
this is clearly going nowhere.
Okay.
I'm just gonna disguise myself as a man, maybe in his late 50s.
Okay.
Got a bit of a belly, a bit of a gut. Bald with some white hair on his on the side of his head, and a mustache that goes into a very, very short beard, but a mustache, round glasses, slightly tan, and hands that have calluses that very much tell you that this person writes a lot.
Okay. Sounds
Very
good to me.
descriptive. Good job.
Okay, cool. Any other details, or is that it?
Clothes that would fit a scholar,
Okay.
who's upper class but not incredibly rich or important.
And is Grania doing anything?
Not instructed to do so, no.
Oh yeah, also I'd like to step out of public vision before I cast this.
Yeah, sure. You can head into the
Progressive
nearby
items.
alleyway, cast this. You can return back up the steps. And is Grania just trailing behind you?
If he's going up to the place disguised, no, she'll just wait
Okay.
somewhere nearby.
All right, you just wait at the base of the stoop, and Severus, you climb the steps.
Yeah, first I'd like to start like I assume there's no like sign that says who lives here.
No, there is a number for the building, but that's about it.
Okay. What was the name of the crates again?
Marco Manus's Book Emporium.
Marco Manus' Bullet Color. That's gonna be important. I'll knock on the door.
Okay, you give a knock on the door. Couple seconds pass. No response.
I'll knock once again.
All right. Do you knock louder?
Yeah.
Okay. You do a
Just
bit
in
more
case he
hearty.
hasn't heard it.
You do a bit more of a hearty knock, and you hear, oh, one moment in Mythos, and you hear doors opening inside and sort of movement. You hear like something impact the ground. You hear sort of muffled cursing on the other side of the door, and then it takes about 40 seconds, all told, for the door to finally open. And when it does, you see the same man from before. His hair is sort of well, it's looking rough. There's individual strands that are like separated from the rest. He's clearly like balding and not really doing much to hold on to his hair. He has that golden symbol around his neck. He has brown robes that drape down to the ground. The ring's still on his finger, and he'll sort of look at you, look at his books, and say, "Oh, are you the package manager?"
No, I saw two people load these crates and leave, so I think they might have forgotten to. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm Gaius Titus Regia.
Pleasure to meet you guys.
I was just seeing these crates of books, and I thought maybe maybe you'd want to know that they've arrived.
Yes, I absolutely would. Quite valuable merchandise, as I'm sure you know. He sort of gestures at your
Yes.
general getup.
Yeah, I'll say. Yeah. I remember just a few months ago I had a shipment where people left it outside of my doorstep and it almost got caught under the rain. Could you believe it?
Oh,
Hundreds of gold.
No respect for fine tomes. I had these, I picked out the scribe who wrote these because I couldn't read the handwriting of some of the other ones, so if this would have been ruined, I would have been sorely disappointed.
Yeah, I get you.
I
But do you need some help loading them in?
I greatly appreciate that. I was taking a bit of a break from my writing, so I was going to offer you something. Do you drink?
Um,
I've had a
Nothing
long night, so
alcoholic.
for me it's well past 5 o'clock.
oh, I'll take whatever you're offering.
Wonderful. And he'll walk over and pick up one end of the crate, and you pick up the other, and the two of you guys head inside. And, as you're doing this transferring and moving boxes, he'll say, "So, what profession do you work in?"
Oh, I used to teach down in sorry, what was that town called with the coffee houses and stuff?
Ravinium.
I used to teach down in Ravinium. I focused mostly on arcane scribing.
Oh, you're a wizard then.
I dabble a bit. Nothing much.
Dabble, that's what all wizards say. Did you work with the Department of Magic? Get your small fortune?
A bit. I wasn't really cut out for the entire war effort. I'm really like to focus on my studies.
I get it. It's tough stuff, not meant for everyone.
Yeah. Recently,
Well-
I've been taking a lot of interest into star constellations. This can be quite interesting.
Well, what a coincidence. You see, back when I was in the Department of Faith, I was more of a... He pauses for a moment as you guys are setting down the box, and you just see he gets this sort of like 1,000-yard stare. He says, I worked a lot with the Department of War, but now I'm able to dedicate a lot of my free time to astronomy and things like that. I actually have a telescope that I sometimes bring out to my rear patio.
Oh, that's quite something.
Oh yes,
I
it
haven't
cost
seen-
me a fair chunk of change.
Oh, I believe that. Even the lesser ones cost incredible amounts.
Oh yes, I mean,
Not much you can
Between you
afford
and
like
I.
that on a teacher's wage.
no, certainly. It cost about he looks around, sort of performatively, 2,500 gold.
Oh, like Yeah, I'll like put my hand in front of my mouth, like, that's wow.
I know.
You must have had quite the career in the Department of Faith to be able to afford that.
Working with most of the Department of War, and let's just say, well, I did a lot of work in the Third Boyers Revolt. Certainly earned my coin. Retired as a praetor, so even got that nice retirement wage.
Boyers Revolt, what's that about?
Are you asking me or him?
You.
Me. The Third Boyers Revolt was where a series of lesser nobility from the plains, also called boyars, rose up against the Empire. And the Third Boyer Revolt in particular is noted for its immense brutality. The Empire was like, okay, we're kind of done with these little rebellions. We're going to send in the 7th, 6th Legions alongside a bunch of spellcasters and torch every man, woman, and child that rebelled against us until we break their spirit to resist.
Well,
Yeah.
that's quite curious.
Yeah. Well, Aurelius was in the 8th, not the 7th.
Oh.
Yeah. Maximus was in the 7th.
Yeah, the seventh is mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maximus was there.
Yeah, he
this
was
again?
there. This
Oh.
was the this would be prior to your like inciting incident for your character.
Okay, so I was there.
Oh yeah.
Alright, nice.
So yeah, after you finish unloading the last of the 2 boxes, he takes out a knife and a crowbar and breaks the seal
How
on
much
both
time
of
is
them just to
passing?
maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm just making sure because my disguise self only lasts for an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he breaks the seal of the 2 crates, checks to make sure that the books are inside. You can easily do a glimpse, and it all seems above board, at least the top layer of books. And he will head into the little kitchenette and bring over a cup of coffee that's been like he has this sort of ceramic pot that's filled with it, and he'll pour out 2 glasses, and then for himself he'll add a little splash of some sort of clear liquor. He'll say, "Oh, long night. So you said that you were teaching in Ravinium. What brings you to the capital?"
Oh, it's stupid. I had this professor, a woman who worked alongside me, and she said she was going off to teach in the capital. And I thought maybe I could rekindle an old connection. Unfortunately, she's married now, but I'll take a bit of a vacation.
That's all. For men like us that dedicate our efforts and time to science, it feels like there's never enough room for love.
Oh yeah, I get that a lot.
When I was a younger man, I thought, I could do it all. I could have the career, I could have the research, accolades, I could have a family, but, well...
It never goes quite as simple, does it?
Exactly. For men our age, it's not meant for us. Leave that to the, the drolls that can't pursue scientific research. We have things greater than families for us.
Did he ever say his name?
No, he hasn't yet.
I'll say. I'm sorry. I've introduced myself, but I don't know what to call you.
Oh, apology. I'm a bit scatterbrained this morning. Arminus.
Ominous. Good to know you, Ominous.
Yeah. Secundus Marcius. I don't have any fancy clan name like yourself. Used to be a Fabricia, but, well, retirement and all that.
Well.
So he'll say, so you mentioned a bit on star theory.
Still very, very early in the, my, dabble into that, my delving into that. I'm still getting into it.
It's certainly a big
bits.
topic.
Books,
Do you know if you're
yes.
staying in the city for long?
I'm not quite sure yet.
Well, if you do, I have a couple of friends. We talk about star theory and some other things.
That sounds quite interesting.
Only if you're staying in the city, though. If you have to get back to Ravinium, I understand.
Oh, I'm staying at least to the end of the week. As I said, if I have my time here, I'd like to spend at least make sure that my vacation doesn't go to waste.
Fair enough.
And
Have you
something as
managed
intriguing
to,
as a circle about start teaching. How could I miss that?
Well, you see, they're all quite new at it as well. I happen to have access to some older books, so I'm a little bit ahead of them, but it's all a bit speculative.
So you've been learning this for a while then?
Yes, he thinks for a moment. Roll a persuasion check, Severus.
Ooh.
Persuasion. I'm not too good at those. 10.
Is that just barely a
Um,
pass?
Who knows? Arminus will say, well, yeah, for a while. Since the Third Boyers Revolt, I've been looking at it on and off, though it wasn't until a couple of years ago that I had a breakthrough.
Oh, a breakthrough.
Yes, I found a text that predicted something, and it came true.
Anything you'd be willing to share a notch of insight into?
Sure, I suppose so. Have you heard of what the Demon Star is?
Have I?
Roll a Arcana check. Technically, history would also
Abilities.
apply, but I think Arcana is probably more relevant.
Yeah, I'm slightly better at Arcana.
Yes, you've certainly heard of the Demon Star. Across Valorous, it has a bunch of nicknames. In the West, it's called the Lady's Fear, the Lady's Tear. In other places, it's called the Twin-Tailed Comet. In Mythos, it's called the Demon Star. It's a comet that appears once every 100 years or so, and it burns with two tails behind it. It's typically a green coloration, and it's associated with death, calamity, destruction, and revolution.
I've heard the Lady's Tear.
Yes. And, well, as you know, it came past Valoros a couple of years ago, back in 1276, and I found a text that not only predicted the year, the precise month, the precise day, the hour was wrong, but my guess is that has to do with my position on Valoros during the observation. So, I think that I've made a bit of progress. You see, I've actually made a prediction of my own. I believe I know when the Demon Star will come next.
Is it going to be within our lifetimes? I don't
No,
know.
certainly not. I guess 90 years from now.
Huh.
But I'm sure it'll...
That's quite something.
Yes, and I mean, considering what happened with the last one, the Pax Mithdosica ended here in the east. In the west, I hear that Al-Sarah united, kingdoms fell apart, the Red King rose. Imagine what'll happen in 90 years from now.
One could only imagine. It's terrifying, but also intriguing.
That's my thought precisely. I've been trying to find things that are more relevant to our lifetimes. But, well, the problem is there's a bit of a trend, as I'm sure you've noticed if you looked into it at all, where star theory also goes vile esotericists who do all sorts of experiments that we can't properly investigate. If I want the texts of some of the most famed star theorists, that would paint me as a traitor to the Empire. And we wouldn't want that.
Yeah, of course not. There's and I'll give him a little conspiratorious wink. Say, there's quite the amount of books that bring insights as well as dangers.
I suppose so. Well, he stands up. I think, if you'd like to get shown around the city, I should probably take a nap, but if you swing by in a couple of hours, I'd be happy to show you some of the sights. I worked at the symposium for a couple of years, so I know most of the locations.
I'll see what I can muster my schedule, I guess.
Of course, if you have other things to do, I understand.
Yeah.
And he will
Well,
just sort of show you
That was
the
a lovely
door.
chat. Thank you.
Yeah. You notice that after you alluded to the, certain insights, he seems a lot more cold. And he will, lead you to the door and say, well, I wish you the best of luck. And then he'll head back inside and you can see Grania, sitting on the stoop of a nearby building.
I'll pretend I don't know her and walk away at least 5 minutes foot walk.
Oh
Okay.
no, for Grania, she doesn't
Does
understand.
Grania see you?
Yeah, you see the disguise that Severus is in, walk out of the building and walk right past you.
Grania will get a bill.
Okay. You guys move about 5 minutes away, Grania following behind you.
Yeah, I'll duck make sure we're not being followed.
Yeah.
And then duck into an alleyway and turn back into my cell.
Great.
Grania's just looking up at you, kind of so, what now?
Well, I found out his name. Arminus Secundus Mercutius. He doesn't seem to be, It's unlikely he's going to be leaving his house today, unfortunately. And probably not too much either. But he said he's going to sleep for a few hours. So if we wait for maybe an hour and we stay fairly quiet, I could look around a bit. He does seem to be capable of magic, divine magic, presumably. He said he worked in the Department of Faith during the Third Boyers Revolt.
She's just looking back at you. You can't tell if she understood a single word you said.
She's just staring at you.
Are you okay, Granny?
Feel slowly nod her head.
I'll signal her name with my hand. Maybe like
She'll
see if that makes
sign
sense.
back, but you probably don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Then are you done with your task for today, Severus? Do you have further ideas on how to snoop on this guy's life?
Well, I'll probably sneak back into his house a bit later when he sleeps.
Okay.
But you can skip to whatever if anyone else
We
wants
will
to.
cut from you to probably Maximus would be next. Well, Maximus and Zednius and Renesmee, they're all happen at the same time, but we'll do Maximus. So Maximus, you camp outside of the well, not directly, but you know, you're like three houses down from the villa.
I was just the villa.
Oh, you're going, yeah. So, well, you want to head to the bar at the same time as Reles, or do you want to head there after he's like already drank?
Oh, I was just gonna go there.
Oh, okay, great. You head to the bar. It is a lower, like, it's a rundown establishment because it's in the dock district, but it's high class for the dock district. You head there at 7:30 in the morning, which is, you can't tell whether this place is open all the time or it opens up very, very early. But you head inside, and there are only 3 people in there. The bartender, a person cleaning tables and things like that, and a presumably homeless man sitting at the bar drinking.
Bozo homeless man.
Rude.
I'll go up to the bartender and just order some like light beer.
Yeah. He hands you over some piss Foster, and you just begin to wait. You slowly sip on alcohol, and slowly, what drifts into the bar over the next couple hours is the absolute dredges of Mythosian society. These are wealthy-ish men, because if they're really poor, they just go to actual shitty dive bars. So they're wealthy-ish men who have crippling alcohol addictions. Like, these are like, it's like all the stereotypes. It's like the soldier who can't get the voices out of his head, so he just drinks them into silence. There's the, wealthy father who doesn't want to spend time with his kids, so he just comes here to, like, get some private. It's like all the alcoholics of Mythos concentrated.
They're just like me, for real, for real.
Yeah, all of them look like they're getting near to rock bottom. So
yeah, that's sort of the look I'm trying to go for here.
Yeah.
Not
How are
sure
you going to
it's
change your
successful.
natural look to look more rock bottom-ish when you're in plate armor?
That's a good point.
You could be one of the PTSD soldiers.
I mean, yeah,
Just-
that's basically what I was gonna go for.
Okay.
Get all sweaty, do like a million jumping jacks, pencil up your hair a little bit, mutter into your drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of muttering.
Yeah, a lot of
Like,
muttering.
Yeah.
Way more muttering.
With shaky
than is
hands when drinking.
reasonable.
Yeah.
1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, you can mutter to yourself while you're drinking. And by around 9:30, the sort of slow dripping in of alcoholic slows a bit. And
That's disappointing.
what now?
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna like the alcoholics aren't leaving. I
No,
imagine. Yeah, so I don't look weird just waiting here
correct.
for the dude. Yeah.
So what are you waiting for?
Oh, I'm waiting for him to walk in.
Okay. You wait another hour and a half. Elsewhere, Zednius and Renesmee begin to put in their plan into action, and you sit there. And at about 10:45, in walks Aurelius. He gets a large flagon of ale from the counter, and then heads to a booth with 3 other wealthy-ish looking men.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to do this.
So what are you waiting for now?
Till he leaves.
Okay. All right. A couple hours pass. Drinking songs begin. A bard shows up at one point, but quickly leaves after alcohol's thrown at them. And by and large, it grows increasingly belligerent as people get more and more drunk. And this seems to be like the core community of this bar. This group of like 30 absolute fucking rejects. This seems to be the thing that keeps the lights on. And at about 1:30, Aurelius, sort of staggers up and out of his booth and, waves off at the other people. One of the other drunks joins him, but two remain seated in the booth. They're both look to be in their 30s, but due to the rampant effects of alcoholism on their body, they look much older than they really are.
Fortunately, I am in my 30s. I can relate, fellow old person. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a few minutes just so it doesn't look weird, and then I'm gonna head over to them.
Yeah, you're mumbling to yourself, and you get up from the bar and walk over to the booth. One of the men sort of defensively guards his beer, but the other one just sort of looks at you.
What was his, what's the guy's name again?
Aurelius?
Aurelius, okay. See, I'll go up to him and be like, sorry to bother you too. Is that, what's his full name?
Oh shit, one sec. Aurelius something.
I need the full thing.
Yeah, one sec. Aurelius Agrippa Manius Ignea Captiosin.
Is that in the chat?
No, but it will be.
Can it be?
Yeah.
Oh my god. When people are like referring to the is there a shorthand that I could say this? That
Aurelius
everyone would know
Ignea.
who I'm talking to? Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'll get go. Sorry to bother you, Joe. Is that Aurelius Ignea?
The one who was like guarding his drink says, "What's it to you?"
I was in his legion.
The one who's guarding his drink seems to recognize the significance of that, but the other one just looks at you and says, thank you for your service or whatever.
You said that was the other one, or the one?
Yeah, the one who's not guarding his drink, the one who hasn't spoken yet.
He recognized why that was significant?
The one who was guarding his drink
The other
recognized the significance and said nothing. The one who hasn't
Okay.
spoken yet, he just says, thank you for your service or whatever.
Yeah. Was that him? Seems sense.
The one guarding his drink will, he'll say, he doesn't like to talk about the Legion very much.
I don't blame him.
Why didn't you come over and talk? I saw you sitting there at the bar.
Think I want to talk to that man?
Why not? He saved his men's lives.
Is that what? That's definitely not what they told me.
No.
What? It was 2 weeks ago. What did I hear?
Yeah, you
what
heard,
did I
so
hear
from,
specifically?
you heard 3 different people's accounts. You heard, I think, well, 2 really. An old veteran who said that he was like an insubordinate, useless guy, but didn't know him very well. Then you talked to an actual soldier who was there at the Second Battle of Slava. That guy was like PTSD ridden, twitchy as fuck, battle fatigue. And he described him as directly insubordinate. He had essentially defied orders on multiple minor circumstances, and then when it really mattered for this battle that decided the fate of the Legion, he completely ignored orders and deserted functionally with his men.
Because he didn't want to, he didn't want to fight, basically.
Well, no, he thought I'd get them all killed, so he thought the
Yeah,
order he was given was suicidal for his men, so he, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Is that what happened? I left the Legion before then. Transfer.
The guy guarding his drink says,
Not really what I heard.
I don't know what you heard, but what I heard, from him anyways, is that, well, his men were gonna die and he was given a stupid order, and so he fled west to save his men's lives.
What happened after that? We just were told he was insubordinate.
I don't know, he doesn't talk about it. What's got you so interested anyways? I thought that most of your legion was destroyed. How'd you survive?
I was wounded before forcibly retired. Bad knee.
He gives a nod. Well, I suppose you're lucky then.
I don't know about that. I don't have to. Yeah.
What, would you have rather died at Slava with the rest of your men?
I don't know. They're free. They don't have to. They don't have to live with what they've done.
Yeah, you can't actually believe all that Aurelian soul horse crap that they're in some tranquilite halls or whatever else. They're all just sitting there out there rotting in the mud on the plains. They haven't even gotten a proper funeral.
Sorry.
He did not just say that.
He did.
That was like clear heresy, right?
Yeah, obviously. But normal people in the Empire do heresy all the time.
We do a lot of heresy.
Is that just like a thing that's known but not acknowledged in like our circles?
What? That the average citizen of the Empire commits heresy all the time?
Yeah.
It's just that, like, this is a very, very, very minor form of heresy. He's not preaching to the masses. He's not trying to undermine the Emperor. He just personally thinks that, you know, it's not real. And again, there have been atheists in the past who have been burned alive, but it's mostly people who are, like, very, who mostly, like, talk about it. Yeah, they try to, like, convert
How
people.
can you, what are like the common leading theories for the atheists then? Because like the Aurelian Soul guy, he's been seen. It's not like he's hiding, right?
Yeah, of course. The thing is, there is no common
actually-
leading theory because there's not some big, like, denomination of atheists in the Empire.
Yeah, that would.
So there's just individual
Well,
guys.
what would somebody like? What would they think? They'd be like,
You should go
it's
ask
all
one.
CG. It's all
No, it's
just made
you could
up."
you could think that the gods are real and just choose not to worship them, or you could believe that they're real but the afterlife stuff isn't. Because never once has anyone ever come back from the dead and been able to confirm that tranquilite halls exist. After a certain point of death, you just don't remember anything. So it's not like the afterlife has been confirmed.
That's immensely disappointing, and I think you shouldn't have written the lore that way.
Well, I'm sorry to have offended you so much. But yeah, that's what he
Yeah,
says.
I want to know about the 17 virgins.
Yeah, in heaven, waiting for you from Allah. Yeah, he just says that the bodies are out there rotting on the plains.
Yeah, he says that. Oh, you know, anything has to be better than this.
He shrugs.
Yeah, nothing would be better than this.
I don't see it as so bad. You know, I once had a career. I was a bureaucrat on the plains. I had obligations, I had a family. Nag. Now I can just sit here and drink, talk to my friends. Not too bad.
What happened to you?
Unfortunate circumstance.
Unfortunate circumstance. I'm gonna guess you got fucked by someone higher than you.
And that's how it always is. The only reason hierarchy exists is because men like shitting down other men's throats. My throat got shattered.
By who?
My superior, of course. That's all they do. They're full-time throat shitters.
Just go somewhere, and they sure as hell keep it.
I mean, shrugs.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you know, I don't care what relationship, he sort of interrupts you. He says, I don't care what relationship you had with Aurelius in the past, you know, let him move on from that shit. The plains aren't here, they're 1,000 miles to the east, let him stay there.
Fair enough. I'll wander off to go back to my silent muttering and staring.
Yeah.
I'll stay there for like 45 minutes before I wander out.
Okay. Nothing new learned?
Not really.
Okay.
No.
Alright, Grania. It's around noon. No. Zednius and Razme will be first. We'll get back to you, Dota. Zednius and Razme.
Yep.
At 10:30, Aurelius leaves the estate of Galerius. Your plan can go into motion.
Now's our chance.
All right, baby.
Who all do we think is in the house right now? Have we seen anyone else leave?
Yeah. You've seen the dad, the brother, and the daughter leaves, so all that should be there is the mom and the son. And the 40
And the mom
servants.
comes and goes, so you
Yeah.
need to worry about her, and then the son is always home, sort of, doing something.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Is there
All
any
right.
way at all that you could get some height and be able to see if someone's about to approach the door so that you can telepathically communicate to me to go?
I don't know how you want me to telepathically communicate to you. That's
You
not
have
something
your-
I can do.
Don't you and Severus have your mind speech?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, that thing that all Fermentari have. You know, they have the tail and the back, and then they also have telepathy.
I mean, unless you want, you know,
Doesn't he talk
Crazy.
about
Hegel to go
Pentagon?
with you.
Oh, yeah, he can
That
talk to Het Hagal
complicates it.
telepathically, but not
I mean,
Severus.
yeah, but
That can
fuck,
complicate it, though.
I swear that Severus has spoken to me in my head, and I can send
Yes.
a message back.
He has,
Severus has the message.
Yeah,
still,
that's
but
the
I
message
do-
cantrip that I
I
use.
don't have that.
Got it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could send
Or
Hagal with
send a
me.
message to
I
the
just
back.
want, it'd be good if Hagal or you, if you guys saw someone coming, you could warn me so that I could try and shuffle the papers back or whatever's in there, you know?
So you want Hegel to come with you, just in case. Okay.
Just
Just-
tell him to warn me.
Well, he heard you. Yeah.
Sure,
Um,
well,
Yeah, he'll
that's
climb down
nice
from your
then.
shoulder. He'll climb down from your shoulder, Zednius, and climb up onto Renesmee's shoulder. And Esme, you feel little hands like grab the hem of your dress and then pull her way up, you know, and eventually
my
just
God.
sit on your shoulder.
Well, the thing is, I'm gonna turn into a fly, so you're gonna have to kind of keep up your own way.
Wish goes for Nesme.
You hear no response, but you feel little fists curl on your shoulder.
Yeah. I think he might be mad at me.
maybe.
Anyways, the plan is you make me go invisible. I go in as a fly.
Mhm.
I turn into a human, still invisible. Hagal watches for anyone that's coming close to the door. If he alerts me, I put everything back and hide. I'll turn back into a fly to leave, and I'll memorize the information that I see as best as I can.
All right. Wait, you're not going to take anything out with you? Couldn't you bring it back with us, or would that complicate it? What was
Well-
the?
Unfortunately, that would complicate it, because I'm not sure if the door is going to be locked or not. I'm getting in by being a tiny little fly, right? And a tiny little fly can't really carry much, like a piece of paper or a bag.
Well, if you put it like in human form, you put it in your pocket.
That's
right?
true. Yeah.
You
That's
figured out
you.
earlier you can easily get stuff out. It's just that you can't put it back easily, so he may go like on alert.
He might just
Oh.
realize.
If he realizes things are missing. All right. I will do that.
Okay.
I will turn her and myself invisible. And then I will keep a bird's eye view on the location.
All right, Renesmee. You are made invisible. You turn into a fly, and you fly down to the estate. You know, it's kind of weird that
Very
flies are
good.
called flies instead of birds being called flies, because like I feel like a bird flies more than a fly. You know?
That's
There
true,
are
but
a
I
lot
guess
more
birds
flies
do
than
other
birds.
things, right? Like
yes, yeah.
flies.
Are there? I feel like.
Well, it's also kind of weird that birds aren't called like pecks, you know, because they peck, and flies are called
That's
flies.
true.
Yeah, but then why isn't any animal called just what it is?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Why aren't pigs called oinks?
That's so true.
Like
Anyways.
a slop or
Human
Slop. Yeah. Sort of slops. Anyways, you turn into a fly. Hedekal angrily will have to go to into the estate on his own and avoid the many boots of servants to avoid getting kicked and squeezed. Eventually,
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
eventually you enter into Aurelius's bedchamber. Everything is as it was yesterday. The satchel in a slightly different spot, but generally in the same position. How do you know that Hedekal is here?
I don't.
Okay. Then what
I
do you
guess
do?
I would wait to like try and sense his presence. Like sometimes his little pseudopodness, I like hear something like a squish squish, or I see like some of the carpet fluttering, like
True.
yeah. I know he's a little invisible thing, so once I see a tiny bit of invisible activity, like the door
Yeah, roll a
kind of
perception
shaking,
check.
just oh shit. Oh god, I already have to roll.
Yeah, you can see the door frame jostle slightly as Hetikal, presses up against it.
Okay, good. I'll turn into a human then.
Okay.
And I will quickly, get the bag and start looking inside it.
Mm-hmm.
What do I see?
Inside of the satchel are 3 books. It is Alternative History of the Empire, which you've seen before. Failures.
I actually have that on.
Oh, do you? Nice. Yeah, it's a classic.
It's also heresy again.
Technically it's treason, not heresy, but yeah, same difference.
Oh.
Then there is Failures of the Light Wars, and then lastly is The Tyrant's Rise.
Ooh, I like all of these. Like, I want to, see what the Tyrant's Rise is about.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else other than the books?
No.
I'll flip through them really quickly.
Yeah, I
Just
mean,
to
you know
kind
what
of
the
get
alternative
us-
history of the Empire is. You've actually read, I think, maybe the whole thing, or at least a decent chunk of it, during the Ravinium arc.
Yeah.
For the other 2, though, you can mostly read through the table of contents and a small little foreword by the author. Failures of the Light Wars is a explicitly heretical tome, which basically claims that the Captiosan Creed was the proper faith of Aurelian soul delivered unto God, man by God directly. The Varusian Creed, however, is a corruption done by man to empower the emperors politically at the expense of all other living, worshippers of Aurelian soul. That's basically the core thesis of the book.
Jeez.
The Tyrant's
So that's
Rise.
quite heretical.
Yeah, it basically claims that the entire Varusian Creed is made up for political purposes, so that's like giga heretical. Then the Tyrant's Rise is a historical tome that tells. I think by the table of contents, all you're really able to tell is that it talks about the fall of the Reginan Republic and the rise of the Mithdosian Empire.
I'll flip through a little bit more to kind of see
Yeah.
I'm looking for big words that are culty or a little bit more about what is.
Oh,
the
yeah,
cult.
there's
Tyrant's Rise, and it's talking about the Mithdosian Empire.
Yeah,
So
there's
if we put
certainly
1 and 1 together, then 2 is the Emperor is the Tyrant.
Yeah, so there's nothing cultish in any of these 3 books. There's no mentions of, wacky, raven gods, whatever. What it is, though, is you can sort of read a couple passages. The standard imperial history states that the Reginan Republic was a corrupt, decadent, and arguably evil institution that oppressed the people of the Republic, and that it was necessary to die so that it could be reformed into something better. And the first emperor, Aurelian Domitus Sol, who was a living god, destroyed that empire. This is like a secular version of that history. It talks about, yes, the Republic had troubles with corruption and such. However, Aurelian Domitus Sol was just a man named Aurelian Domitus, a opportunistic general who killed the nation he pledged his loyalty to and reformed it into a personal, fiefdom of his own, rather than restoring the Republic that he pledged to protect.
So this is so fucking heretical.
It's treason, not heresy, but yeah.
Treason.
The main difference between treason and heresy is the religious aspect, but in the Empire, they've intermixed the 2 so intensely, it's hard to see where the line is. But this would definitely be treasonous.
I would just imagine that it would also be heretical because they believe right now in the Empire.
Oh yeah, it's
that-
also saying the first guy isn't a god, so I guess, yeah, it would also be heresy. True.
Yeah, because they truly believe that he is the god, so in their minds it's heresy. Anyways, I will be looking at this and be like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
I'll put those things back into his satchel, and I'll kind of leave it as it was in the order that they were in,
Mhm.
etc. And
Easy
I'll
enough.
just take a quick little peek around his bedroom.
Yeah, you've been in here once before. It looks about the same as then. There is a tapestry depicting a battle. There is also a twin-sized bed, and that's about it. It's a pretty sparse room. There's not a lot in here.
Can I look under the bed, lift up the pillow a little bit?
Yeah,
you know?
underneath the pillow you see a dagger.
Oh. Is it like a normal ass dagger?
Yep.
Okay. What about under the mattress?
Under the
A
mattress.
sword.
No, there's nothing under the mattress.
Under the bed?
No.
Ooh.
Okay. In the books, were there any like doggy ear pages?
Things that had been bolted in to like be revisited. No.
Yeah. Okay.
Nor is there like notes in the margin. These are not like, they must be like public property or something because he doesn't like mark them very often or anywhere that you can see.
That's interesting because where the fuck would he get this if it was public property? You
True.
know? Like, is there like a heretical library?
not publicly known about, or it would have been destroyed a long
Most
time ago.
certainly not
It's right
publicly
on
known
6th Street
about.
next to the Department of Faith.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, well, in that case, I'll kind of whisper really quiet to Hetagal and be like, Hetagal, am I missing anything? Can you like flash magic eyes, or I don't know, just take a look around yourself?
Zednius, as you are sitting watching down at the complex, you hear a voice in your head say, "She is wearisome."
It won't be much longer, buddy.
And Renesmee, you get no response.
Well, I'm assuming that's a no. And I'll turn into a fly, and I will try to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, it's easy enough. Honestly, just a fly could have done this whole thing, so an invisible fly is like, even more effective at it. So you fly out of the room.
It was just important for me to be invisible as a human.
Yeah. So as a fly, you fly away. Hetagal is a slightly more risky exfiltration strategy, but he manages to avoid getting kicked or stomped on. And you, Zednius, and Hetagal can reunite back at the home of Lars Ignia.
And once I land, I'll turn back into a human and take a big deep breath and be like, he's got very treasonous and heretical books in that bag.
Oh, like what?
He had 3 of them. He has hardly anything in his room. It's so strange. But 3 books in his bag. One, Alternative History of the Empire. I think that we've seen that one and read it.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is called Failures of the Light Wars. It speaks about how the Varugian Creed is just made up for political purposes. And then the third, The Tyrant's Rise, suggests that our current emperor is a tyrant, that Aurelius Domnical killed the nation that he pledged his loyalty to. And we got him dead to rights if we can get those books and nail it to him.
Good work. Good job, Renesmee. That's really good.
I'll nod my head and be like, I'm just worried that he'll get rid of them. The thing is,
Well, he doesn't know we're investigating him yet, right?
I know, but it was so weird. The books, you would think that someone who gets these kinds of books, right? They go through so much to get them, and they probably don't want anyone else to know that they have them. I don't know where you would get them from, but you'd have them and you'd go crazy over them, right? You'd write notes in the margins, you'd doggy the pages, but they all looked so pristine, like he had gotten them from some library, and he was purposefully keeping them perfect so that he could like return them. So I'm scared that he's either borrowed this from someone who's in on it, or I don't know. You know what I mean? If he goes back and he like returns these books to someone, and we go and intercept and his satchel's empty, all of our hard work is gone.
That's true.
I'm not sure we can do much about it. I mean, we can keep an eye on him and where he takes that satchel. At least until we arrest him, which, how are we going to do that?
That we need the whole group for that kind of a discussion.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, Maximus returns. Grania, aka Dota is for Squeeds. I don't know. I just want to say his name. Grania, you were waiting until noon and as the sun rises high in the sky, you recognize what time of day it is. Severus is off re-infiltrating the guy's house. So,
Rises.
what'd you say?
Nothing.
Okay. So you make your way to the docks, Grania. How old are you? You're like youngish, right? I honestly forget how old Granny is sometimes.
17.
Okay, so she's basically like a teenager.
I definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, a child. What the fuck?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. You make your way back to the docks, and it's around noon. So as bing bong, bing bing, bing bong, bing bing. As that goes off, you can see in the park is the youngest daughter of the only daughter of the family, of the Galerius family. She's sketching things.
Oh, I didn't beat her to here? Damn.
I would guess not, because you didn't have like a clock or anything like that, so you're just doing it based off some position.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sit similar, kind of across the way, where if she looked up, she'd notice me and just start like.
Yeah, just
I'm not
a
very good at
reminder.
drawing,
She's
but
like
trying to,
hidden in
like,
this
draw.
like bush, basically. She has like this little hideout, this little setup. It's not like there's not anything built. It's just in this. It's sort of ringed by bushes on one side and then open view of the harbor on the other.
I guess I'll approach it and try to like go in thinking that no one's there.
Okay, yeah. As you begin to walk in, you sort of rustle some bushes. You hear, sort of movement on the inside. And by the time you walk in, you see the young girl is like, she's holding her sketchbook close to her chest, sort of closed up. All of her like little drawing supplies are like sort of haphazardly starting to get pushed together, but then there wasn't enough time. So she just sort of left them on the ground. She looks up at you like she's in trouble. But when she sees, another child, she says, hi.
Granny is just gonna hold out her ink and parchment, like this is what I'm here to do.
She looks at it and says, "Oh, okay. I've never seen you here before."
Granny will just go to like sit down and start. She's not good at it, but she'll start like trying to draw what she sees.
Yeah, she will just sort of shrug. She'll be as scooted away from you as she can be, but she's still like inside the spot drawing stuff. Obviously, since she does it a lot more, she's better at it, but she'll occasionally glance over at what you're doing. And as you're drawing a seabird, which is swooping down to catch fish from the harbor, she'll say, "Oh, that's pretty good. How long have you been drawing for?"
She'll like look up like she's thinking and then hold out like 2 on her fingers.
2 years? Months?
When if she says months, she'll nod.
You can't speak, can you?
She'll shake her head no.
She gestures towards your neck. Is something wrong with it?
She'll just point towards her throat and then just shake her head no.
Oh. And she'll go back to drawing. There are trade ships from foreign cities, foreign people aboard those foreign trade ships. There are the occasional Imperial Guard. There's occasionally a Legionnaire that's off duty. A priest down at the docks, a person preaching for their sect of the Imperial canon. It's a lively place with lots to sketch, lots of animals as well. Because the foreign ships come bearing foreign people, it also comes bearing foreign animals. You see a small little monkey, which are not from Mithdosica at all, running around the docks grabbing crumbs of food. Probably belonged to some ship that, did harbor in Mythos long ago, and it's just sort of been living at the docks ever since. And there's a bunch of little things like this, which she will sketch in great detail. Time's going to start burning by pretty quickly. You can only get like 3 or 4 done.
That's fine. As like time starts going on, I'll start like glancing more and more at her stuff, and then eventually, like if she draws something that looks really nice, just kind of lean over her shoulder and start like.
Yeah, she's drawn that monkey when it's like picking up a crumb, and it's just like this sort of like cartoonish depiction of the monkey with even bigger ears and even bigger eyes, grabbing a crumb from underneath a bench. And when she sees you leaning over, looking at it, she says, "Hi."
She'll point at the art.
Yeah.
She'll kind of like smile at it and just like keep looking at it.
Do you want it?
She'll like act surprised and shake her head like, no, but...
I have more. I have monkeys here all the time. It's the only one I've ever seen anyways.
She'll like motion with her pen, like point to her art and then motion back to her pen, like trying to say like, "Can you show me something like how you do
Yeah,
it?"
yeah. She'll say, "Oh, I think I understand. Okay. Well, what about him?" And she points at a guy who's like selling fish. I don't want to say fishmonger because that has other meanings, but basically that he's like selling newly caught fish from the harbor. And she says, "Well, how would you draw him?" And she
Do
will,
like a drip.
yeah, she'll go through a little art lesson. Like, he's a very broad-chested man. She's like, "Oh, he draws sort of oval shaped like this." And then, well, you see his face. It's like has these very hard lines. So we don't need to draw it realistic. It just needs to be sort of jagged looking. And she'll draw these like jaggedy lines. And in the end, obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but it's much better than what you had.
Yeah.
And it will take up basically the rest of the time to just like get this thing.
That's fine. She's gonna make
drawn.
sure to like. She is actually invested in it, but she's definitely gonna make sure to show it on her face.
Yeah. Once the sketch sort of finishes, she says, "And here we draw a little fish," and she'll just draw like a cartoon, like circle with a triangle attached to it, fish, on the edge of the art. And she'll, the sound of church bells will go bing bong bing bing, and she'll sort of stand up and say, "Oh, I have to go. Have a good day." And she just sort of gathers up her stuff and scampers away.
Okay.
Okay.
Granny will wait a little bit and leave.
Feels good, man. Friends. Smile. Yeah, you can return back to the plotting area. And now we have one final infiltrator. Severus Octavius Alisignia. You return to the estate. How long are you waiting before you begin your second infiltration?
So he said he's gonna go to sleep like now-ish, right?
He just said he's going to go take a nap.
I'll be back.
He might also be lying. I'm an idiot. He might have just been lying. Why
He
would
could
I
have
take
also
that for
been
face
lying.
value?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so naive.
Or maybe he's telling the truth and he's asleep right now and you're giving up valuable time second guessing yourself.
Sure. I'll wait like half an hour up to leave and go.
He's an old man. Old men love to nap.
Especially if they've been up all night writing.
Thus, I made it up.
All right, you wait 30 minutes. You head back to the estate. Are you approaching from the
Doors have
front?
a father.
True, that's her source. Are you approaching from the back window, which does not have a latch? It's just like a solid glass window, or the front door?
Front door. But before I do that, I'm gonna actually, that's annoying. I can't cast this. I'm just gonna go invisible.
Okay. You cast invisibility on yourself and approach the front door.
Yeah. And I'm gonna lockpick it.
Okay, make a Thieves' Tools check.
Thieves' tools are right there. Right, it's dexterity, always has been. There we go.
All right. You begin to pick lock the front door, and after just a couple of moments, you see the arcane lock, which was cast on the door, sort of scatter and fade away.
Oh, that was an arcane lock. That's fortunate. Does it still work?
Yeah, you undid the arcane lock. The door's unlocked.
Alright, I'll open the door slightly, slowly, in case it creaks.
You slightly open it and step inside.
I'll close the door behind
This was
me.
the window that you peeked on the whole meeting from. And over here is the office that you were spying through the frosted glass area. Over here is the kitchen that he grabbed the coffee and the
What is
alcohol
this?
from. That is a stairwell leading up to the next floor.
No, that purple glowing thing.
Oh, it's a vase with purple flowers in it.
Oh, okay. It looks incredibly suspicious.
Oh, okay.
Fucking dark magic orb. What is this? Some statue, bust,
Yes.
something like that?
Yeah, it's a bust.
And this was the other room I looked into through the window, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll head towards that room as quietly as possible, and I'll put my ear to the wall and
Yeah, roll
hear
stealth
these
check.
behind it. Do I get advantage?
On your stealth?
Yes.
Why would you get advantage?
Because I have a cloak of whatever elven
This
kind.
isn't a sight thing, it's a sound thing, so no.
Right. I don't think the cloak of elven kind states anything about.
Yeah, but just think about it.
It just says made to hide as the color camouflage. Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Absolutely makes sense. Well, that's a natural 24
There you go.
31.
Yeah, you sneak up to the door dead silently. You move across the carpet, you move across the wood. There's no creaks, there's not even the slightest of noises. And you press your ear against the wall, and you hear the scratching of a pen against parchment.
Annoying.
Yeah.
I'll head upstairs.
Okay. You move away, and you begin to move up the stairs. Roll me another stealth check. Okay. You move through the bottom rung, the top, and as you reach here, at about this point, you hear bells begin to chime. Dung, 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 dung. And an alarm spell goes off. Very audible bells. And we're going to roll into initiative, not because combat necessarily is happening, but because now you need to act very quickly. Because an alarm spell has been triggered.
Right.
There we go.
I thought this said succubus for a second.
Severus, what are you doing?
Gonna go right over. Right, just making sure this is I can do.
So you're
I know
moving.
you said
You're
that
going to
wrong.
continue going upstairs?
No.
Okay, then you got to go
Gonna
back down
right
the stairs.
here.
And you got to go back
Wait.
down.
Oh. I use my bonus action to dash and go right here.
Okay, all right.
Oh wait, can I use my bonus action to dash without being super loud?
Well, it'll probably be a passive stealth, I think, is more reasonable. So that would be your stealth modifier. So it'll be a 21. Is your
Yeah.
passive stealth. So yeah, you'll still be pretty quiet. Yeah, you can
Alright.
bonus action dash, and you can get over here. That's where you're ending
Well,
your turn.
bonus action dash. That's
Sure.
without action dash, right?
Okay, sure. What's your action?
Because yes, that's the thing. Can I attack somebody with a dagger non-lethally?
No.
I don't even know how you do that.
If I
Could you hit him with the handle?
The way that I typically make it is if it deals bludgeoning damage, you can do it non-lethally. For everything else, no. So if you want to go get a bludgeoning weapon and try to do this, sure.
Could he not use the handle? and
Yeah,
the
sure.
blow
I can just do 1
improvise?
plus strength mod in terms of damage.
Oh, I was gonna
yeah,
say
I don't.
improvise-
Yeah, which would be
improvise weapon.
1 plus strength mod to a minimum of 1, so that's 1.
Nice.
I have no strength. Doesn't work.
Nice.
I'm relying on my dexterity for damage. Well, actually, sneak attack, I guess. Would sneak attack apply to that?
Yeah.
Can sneak attack and be non-lethal?
Yes.
That's
Huh? There you
Yeah.
go then.
no, that's 4d6. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I'll pretend to like. Well, actually, I'll be standing here, and as soon as the door opens, wait, what direction does the door swing in? Like, what side is the hinge on?
Outward.
This or this?
It's on the left-hand side.
Okay, so as soon as the door opens and he comes out, I'll try to hit him on the temple with the hilt of my dagger.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you hear movement.
Non-lethally.
The door opens. You can see, the figure of Arminus Secundus, and make your attack.
with advantage because I'm unseen.
Yeah.
Advantage. Wait, no, fag. 14. Jesus, that's horrible.
All right. You swing, and just as you're about to strike him on the forehead, the golden, or the sort of pale teal glow of mage armor appears, and your dagger rebounds. The sort of blunt end of your dagger hits that mage armor and rebounds, and you hear a surprised sort of grunt from Arminus. And it is an action to open up a door, so that's his movement, his action. All he has left is bonus action. And he will use that for Gift of Foresight. No, it only
Wait, did he
targets
already
allied
have?
creatures.
Wait,
never mind.
when did he cast Mage Armor?
He would cast it the second he
Pre-combat?
stood up because it's at will for him.
But that's still an action at will.
Oh, okay. Then he wouldn't have opened the door this round. It would have been next round. But he's always casting mage armor before he opens up that door.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Severus.
Okay, Gift of Foresight?
No, you can't
there
cast it.
any-
It only works on allied creatures.
Oh. Well, isn't he an allied creature?
No. You are
Well,
not
of
an
course
allied
he's allied
creature
with
to
himself.
yourself.
What? You
Allied
know?
creature means it's only friendly creatures yourself.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, if you have a
so
feature that
wouldn't say
says it
allied
works on
creature?
allied creatures and yourself, then it works on yourself. But if it says just allied creatures, it doesn't work on you.
Wait, doesn't Cure Wound say allied creature?
No shot.
I'm pretty sure allied creatures includes you.
Ain't no way. No, it's just a creature you touch. That's what I thought. Yeah, because you can touch yourself. Classic.
Good one,
Classic.
Alex.
I was just reading the thing. I was just reading the feature. Anyways, Severus, what are you doing?
Alright, yeah, okay, you're right. You're an ally. Either way.
Pause champ.
I think I'm doing the. Wait.
You just revealed yourself now knows an assassin's in his house trying to murder.
Oh no. No, I'm the judge, I swear.
I'm sure that excuse will work after trying to punch him in the face with the blunt end of a dagger.
That's not what he was doing. He was,
He tripped
Yeah,
over the
and-
carpet and his dagger's swung.
can't even come up with something for this situation.
I'm just gonna hope he's low level enough to fall for a sleep.
Okay, great. Put in chat or like roll the number. 5d8.
It's 5d8, yeah. Where is it? There. Inshallah!
Nope.
That's a horrible roll. What the
On his turn, Arminus is going to cast Disintegrate on you, I think.
Oh my god.
Well, bye-bye.
hell? What now?
I'm leaning towards
Goodbye.
Disintegrate at the moment.
Holy god!
Oh, actually,
this
no,
guy-
sorry. This is so much better. Never mind. Make a Wisdom saving throw.
People.
Dominate person.
Dominate person.
Oh,
Because then he can just
This
ask
might
him
actually
questions.
be it for
He can
Severus.
figure
Yeah,
everything
this is
out.
not a good situation.
He can figure
That's
out the
good,
entire
because-
plan once Severus is dominated.
Severus, what are your hit points?
55.
No,
Yeah,
that's fine. You're not.
you've been-
Yeah, but he's not getting disintegrated. He's just going to instead be mentally
I'm just
enslaved.
trying to think if there's anything that like changes this.
Well, you don't have counter spell.
Yeah, I'm just.
He's stuck
Wait,
into the boss
This
room
is a
all
charm.
alone.
This is a charm.
It is.
It's true.
Fate ancestry, advantage.
Huge.
No.
It's true.
no.
All right.
It's,
Well, we're going to cut away. We're just going to cut away. That's all. We're not going to describe anything else that happens. We're just going to cut away.
but I would know what
Oh, yeah,
happens.
That
You
is
would
fine.
know. I just need to give
Yeah.
me a moment. So last.
So
Okay,
when's-
sorry.
When's the time? When would we notice that?
Okay,
Like, do we
here's the
have a
thing.
team meeting?
Dominate
that
person
we're not
only
gonna
lasts
do?
for 1 minute. Dominate person only lasts for 1 minute. So in that minute, he can control exactly what Severus does. He can get as much information from him as possible. But what he can't do is he can't do anything that will make Severus hurt himself. So let me think real quick what he'd do in that 1 minute.
Yeah, after that 1 minute, the combat continues, huh?
No, definitely not. He
We would
wouldn't-
notice him after 60 seconds, right?
No.
You'd probably also restrain you. during
Okay.
that time period.
All right. I know what happened to Severus in that 1 minute. Okay. So you back at the estate.
He died.
I would tell you if your character was dead. I would have disintegrated you if your character was dead.
Yeah.
There's just no
my
reason
max
to
was
because you're
already
all
rolled and I
alone.
would be dead.
Yeah, you're
I would
just.
be
Yeah.
fine
That's
powder.
good. Yeah, you would have been.
There's no
I
reason to
really
though.
And after he gets all the information out of him, then disintegrates him.
All right. So
anyway.
you guys. Oh, that's the wrong song. You guys are sitting around the state of Lars Ignia, and Granny was the last one to
Wait.
see Severus.
Wait. I wanted to keep an eye on the dude's room. To make sure
Sure.
that his bag didn't leave.
Why would his bag leave?
Because I'm scared.
I don't
Then we're
understand.
gonna grow feet and walk away.
Yeah.
I'm just scared that he's gonna go and bring the heretical books back.
Okay. Well then,
Is that not likely?
I just don't know where he would bring it back to.
Neither do I. Whatever. I'll just go with the rest of the team.
Okay. You guys return to Consul Lars Ignia's estate at about 3 o'clock. You have lunch, and I think after lunch has finished, and it's like 4 in the evening, that it becomes relatively obvious Severus is not here. Granny is.
Hold on. I actually don't know if Granny would have returned. Granny would have returned back to there.
Yeah.
or back to the house, so I'm just gonna roll 1d2. One will be that he went back to where Severus left her.
Okay. All right.
Okay, she went back to the
estate.
house.
So yeah, you guys just finished eating like early lunch, or I guess late lunch, early dinner, and still no Severus.
Grania, what was Severus doing?
I don't think she actually would have understood fully. So she'll just shrug.
You don't know where he is?
Should we be worried?
She'll pull out a paper and write down, I only know where he last left me.
I'll look around at my comrades and be like, do you think we should worry?
It's not like him to be this late, is it? Or I don't know what time it is. How
It's
late
like
is he?
it's like 3 in the afternoon. It's just that he said he was going to go do something in the morning, and then everyone else finished up their thing, and Grania, who joined him, finished up her thing. So it's just surprising that he's still, occupied.
I mean, I guess it doesn't do any harm.
Did he
to
say
just-
he was going to do anything else? What did you guys do already? Oh, look.
Are you asking Grania?
Yeah.
She'll write down, he disguised himself or he changed his appearance and went into some place with books, and then I went to go to the docks.
Did you see him leave the place with books?
She said, no, she'll write down, no, I came back here after the docks.
We should.
We should go then.
Can you take us? Yeah, you should take us there.
Should all of us go?
I don't know if it's necessary.
Yeah, I think that we
All
should
right,
try
then.
to be
Okay.
casual. We don't want to blow his cover, just in case.
Mm-hmm. He's probably fine. I'm
Yeah.
just, worry.
He said a lot of training as a Frumentari. It shouldn't be easy to.
Oh no, he would not get caught.
Definitely not.
Blue,
He's
less.
very, very stealthy.
So you guys,
It's the one thing he's good at.
is it just Maximus and Renesmee?
It's always.
Zednius
I don't wanna go.
Renesmee.
Zednius
No.
and Renesmee. Okay. All
I don't
right.
want to go.
Yeah, because Grania has to take us there.
Okay. Yeah. True. All right. So Maximus is staying home. He's keeping his toys. He's staying home.
Doesn't give a fuck. What the hell?
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. All right. The power squad, the power trio, Zednius, Renesmee, and Grania make their way back out to that long block of brownstones.
Wait, at this point, wasn't Maximus at the bar?
No, he came back at around
This is at
1:30
lunch.
p.m.
Oh,
I
okay.
started drinking at like 7.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
Once
So
we get
Max-
into sight of where she was told to stay, she'll just point over towards it.
yeah, you point at the house. You guys see, it's just a normal looking sort of. I mean, it's what Severus described last night. It's a pretty normal looking upper class, middle class house. There's no signs of a struggle. The door looks fine. Everything about the building looks normal.
How did he get in, Grania?
She'll shrug.
Based.
Can
She
I
wasn't
put
there.
my name up to the
She
No,
was
she
house?
wasn't. Yeah, no, it's true. You weren't there.
I'm gonna see if Hegal can look in the windows or something, or
But yeah, Hedahgal will roll over. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And then he will send you a mental message informing you that every window has arcane lock cast on it, and guards and wards is cast over the entire house, which prevents internal divination. So he can't look in through the windows at the moment.
is the front door also magically locked?
No.
Okay.
It's the one place where he's currently, he rolls up to the door, presses his body against the keyhole, and now he moves his eyes along his like pseudopod-like form and pokes his eye through the keyhole, and he can see into sort of the main foyer of the building.
Isn't this like after what happened to me? Can I find out what happened to me first, please?
Yeah, you're sitting in a bathroom with no equipment, tied up and gagged.
No, what happened during the 1 minute of the minute first?
Oh,
That's the most
he
important
told
part.
he extracted information from you about
What information?
he.
I don't think this should be related to the party.
Yeah, I don't think the
just-
information should be relayed. All you need to know is that you're not dead and you're in a
So
bathroom.
No, but
maybe
but Severus would know, and I want to know.
You can
what
feel
I know.
free to message Echo.
Okay,
but I
I'll
don't
DM
Yes.
you. I'll DM you.
I'm dying to know.
I feel like this is gonna be very important, and we shouldn't know this.
Yeah.
Yes, but I.
I know. I know.
One moment.
One moment.
Okay. I think that's the main. I mean, he didn't have that long to get info from you and then also, do the other thing. So I don't think he got a ton. I think that's what he got. Anyways, so yeah, Hatagal is looking in through the little peephole of the foyer. It looks like a nice middle-class home.
Can he Can he go all the way in or no?
He technically can, but he can see a number of arcane signatures present on the ground all throughout this room that are the outlines of summoning circles. So he would not like to do that.
Summoning circles?
Yeah, there's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glyphs of warding that, not in the sense of they'll explode, but they're queued up to a spell so that they will summon something.
Is summoning stuff legal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a demon, no, but...
Yes, obviously it's are guns legal? Yeah, what if it's an AR-15 that has fully automatic fucking piercing rounds? Yeah.
I just didn't know if it as a
No,
practice.
conjuration is a totally acceptable school of magic.
But if it's like a demon or a fiend or something weird like that, then yeah, it's different.
Guys,
I'll look over at Zednius and be like, well,
Severus was messing with a pretty strong guy. This doesn't look good.
oh fuck.
Did he go in there? Grania, I look at Grania.
She said he did.
Last she saw, yeah, social shit red, yeah.
So when I saw were all the arcane locks kind of like traps?
So the way that Arcane Lock works is that if there is
the wardings.
Oh, the wardings. No, it doesn't seem like it. Glyph of Warding is a very versatile spell. 99% of the times you guys encounter it, it's like a landmine. But the way the spell can also work is you speak a keyword, and that will make the thing activate. And it seems unlikely. Hetagal, again, he doesn't have perfect magic eyesight or anything like that, but from what he can tell with his arcane knowledge, there will be some sort of trigger, whether it's a word or an item or something like that, that will make them all activate at once.
So it would be normal to just have that if you're a paranoid caster.
I don't know if I'd say it's normal. It's definitely excessive paranoia. This is like Archmage level of paranoia.
Okay, so I think
That's pretty
that
paranoid.
something's happened here. It's not good.
Maybe he's just super paranoid. It's just like that.
Well, if he's super paranoid and someone's
Zednius,
trying
are
to
you
spy on
relaying
him.
all of this information live?
Yeah, I've
What-
relayed this wizard that he's gone into the home of has some crazy spells going on. I don't know what this means.
Is there any way for us to contact him if he made it out, or if he is stuck in there?
Is there any way
Hetagal
to
will
contact
withdraw
him?
from the keyhole and begin to roll back towards you.
Hagal, is there any way to kind of search for signs of life, tell if the essence of someone's soul is inside of a building?
You can ask Zednius, and Zednius can transfer that to Hetagal. And when Hetagal rolls back up into the alleyway and climbs up onto Zednius' shoulder, he will say, "No."
There isn't a way, no. Well, what do we... So, here's a question. If we triggered all these traps and we had an all-out brawl in the middle of this street, that's not good. We can't do that.
Well, you just gotta... I mean, you are judges of the Empire, so you just have to have a valid reason to have been there in the first place, and then you can...
He might have our guy, but we don't know if they have him.
Well, also, even if it does have your guy,
Discretion on that one.
yeah, you'd have to
Heresy
explain
is a valid
what brought
reason.
you here. No, that is a valid reason. It's just that your investigation
know.
into Consul
That's
Galerius...
Severus to...
Yeah. Your investigation into Galerius is super illegal, so if you'd have to explain, to whoever ends up coming, Royal Guard, or Imperial Guards, or, just Legionnaires, whoever ends up coming here, you need to explain to them, we are here for this reason, and that's why it's okay, and we're not, you have to basically keep it from being ever connected to Consul
We were
Galerius.
investigating this dude for treasonous
There you go.
materials.
Based.
Yeah, that does keep it at least separate enough from the stuff that we're already doing.
Mhm.
It might was the brother, or wasn't the guy that we're investigating though coming to this place? Is that
Aurelius
correct?
was, yeah.
Okay, so that might fuck up some of our plans, but at least it's better than nothing.
So what do we do, guys? Do we try and infiltrate this guy's home to see if Severus is still in there? Do we just knock on the door? Although,
Hedagal will say out loud, like into the alleyway, "Devour."
You want to
No,
devour?
that's
You want to
also-
eat him?
Yes.
Out of character,
Can you?
Granny has like some pretty baller spells for this, but you have to communicate with her.
well,
Uh,
I'm looking towards approval on like I don't know what we should do in this situation. It seems pretty crazy to just go into a guy's house and try and kill him
Yeah,
because we
and-
think we might have our guy.
I mean, even if we think one alarm spell will go off, if we're all invisible, then we just go from there.
Zenius,
But
this is the
depending on
great
what's happened
empire of
since then.
Mythdosia. You don't have any right to privacy, okay?
It's true. I'm a judge.
Yeah, exactly. You are the Emperor's divine justice, okay? They don't have right to tell you to not be there. Warrants are for losers.
You have probable cause.
Yeah,
Alright,
well, you
I'm
don't
gonna
have
have-
probable cause. You can just do if you want
Anya.
to.
Hold on. Let's all go over here and we'll go a distance away from the door, and I'll have Hegal go knock on the door just to see if he answers.
Can you
Hedagal.
get Tullius?
I wouldn't have thought.
Okay.
Okay.
about that
Well, yeah,
mistake.
Hedagal will
Yeah.
do this though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he will do this. So Hedagal will roll over. He'll go knock on the door. It's a very weird sort of knocking because he has such small, little, weak baby hands. So it'll be like a tap rather than a real knock. There's no response.
Grania, is there any way that you could try and figure out if he's in the building or get us in?
She'll make a symbol of like two fingers as if they're legs, and then she'll cover her hand over it, and then the legs will disappear.
Invisible. You can make us invisible.
She'll shake her head, yes.
Hmm.
One way.
Zenius, do you think we can just walk on in there?
I'll ask Hegal to see if the door's locked.
It is not. Both the mundane and the magical lock have been like overcome.
Oh. Then but he said that there's like all kind of summoning things on the ground.
That's why he doesn't want to go in because he doesn't know what will
it's
activate them.
triggered by a word. You have to say
That's what
something.
he assumes it's triggered by not like proximity, but it could just be a proximity thing, and then he'd roll in, and then boom, they're summoning something. He just doesn't know.
1 second. I have to look at my spells because
That's all right.
like
Also, if you are about to walk into a combat situation, you may want to get Maximus. I'm just saying.
that's true as
I
well.
have a
You're not-
That guy's
Question?
bozo. He didn't even want to come.
Yeah, but he's real strong in combat. Yeah, what's up, Peach?
If
He
you
is our
go
privilege to
invisible,
If you're
if you go
invisible,
invisible, does everything that you have on your person go invisible?
yeah,
Yes.
I know that you leave invisibility if you attack, but
Yeah.
like,
Well, not necessarily because I have greater invisibility that we could
Oh!
Which only lasts for a minute.
True.
Yeah, but like
Greater
combat,
invisibility.
that's-
Well,
Yeah.
Wait, where did
Combat,
what I'm
it's like
thinking, what I'm thinking is, I have a bunch of ball bearings, and if they're invisible ball bearings, I
They're
could-
not
It won't be
invisible once
after
you
they
drop
leave
them.
your hand.
Yeah, once you scatter them everywhere, they won't be very.
Oh, so it has to be touching you.
Yeah.
Correct.
Got it.
That'd be mega based. Anything you touched was just invisible for the duration of the spell.
It's pretty cool. It's like
Well,
set up a
Midas.
whole bunch of
anything
traps.
on
What's
you
the limit?
at the
Touch the
time
earth?
of
You
no, anything on you
You
at the
are
time of you going
creatures.
invisible.
Oh, I see. Yeah. No, that's a reasonable interpretation. That's not how it works, but I get how you got there.
Hmm.
So greater invisibility means you can attack still.
Correct.
right?
Yeah, but it's
Yes.
only 1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute.
It's
Yeah.
exclusively
That's
a combat
10
spell.
rounds, baby.
Yeah, it's just a
10
combat spell.
rounds.
And it's
Plus, it's
not
it's
a,
also undone by the first level spell Fairy Fire, so it's not that good.
Haha! See, but what if they don't?
Yeah,
have
but why
fairy
would this guy
fire?
have
So,
Fairy
if
Fire?
we're gonna do
Exactly.
this,
Because
we
it's
need
like
to
an
go get
intro
Maximus.
wizard spell.
If we need to get Maximus for this,
Okay.
I think Hector's in trouble or Severus is in trouble.
All right, you
we
guys,
shouldn't
boom,
all
boom,
go,
boom, boom, boom,
though.
boom, run back.
No. I'm gonna
Okay.
stay to watch the house just because.
Okay.
Yeah.
Granny will stay
Renesmee
with-
posts up, peeping at the door, peepers,
Apparently,
and
Granny too. It's just Zed.
okay, Zed, you use all that beautifully Adonis sculpted cardio, Zenius, and sprint across the city of Mythos, and you rush into the Lars Ignia estate, and you see Maximus eating his second portion of his lunch.
Lunch 2. It's the
Lunch
most
2,
important
electric
one for
boogaloo.
lunches.
Well, Maximus, I think that we're gonna need you for this.
Oh, you're back. Why? What happened?
Severus might have gotten in trouble with some kind of a higher level spellcaster, and it might not be peaceful negotiations.
You want to fight the spellcaster?
It might come to that. He's got warding spells all over the place, and he didn't come to his door when we knocked, so we have to go in.
Holy shit. You guys are the FBI. You're about to fucking
You wanna
Waco
go
this
in?
guy's house.
You just said there's warding spells everywhere.
Well, if Severus is in there, what are we gonna do?
I mean,
Leave him, Giga Chat.
no, we can't do that. He got caught?
It looks that way, yeah.
What was he even doing in there?
I don't know. Do I like? I
No.
don't think I know. I don't think I know.
It was relatively communicated that this is an emergency, right?
I think so. I think that we need to. If he's caught Severus, we gotta go.
All right.
Y'all
Finish-
are having a
you can
fucking
bring your,
conversation.
you can bring your lunch on the way.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
All right, you grab your bowl of something and begin to, leave the Consular's estate. You thank the master servant for the delicious meal that he prepared, and you all begin to make your way to the estate. Right now, it's just a
Jen.
house. Yeah. Question
For warding spells and stuff.
for warding spells.
Can you just dispel magic?
Yeah.
Based. Fucking based. Okay, cool.
Okay, you guys.
Warding like a 5th level spell?
Glyph of Warding is a 3rd level spell, but it typically is going to be upcast, especially if you're doing any sort of conjuration spell, because most conjuration spells are like 5th level or higher.
It'll be a roll on dispel.
Yeah.
I only have up to 4th level, so I think,
Yep.
right?
Well,
Yeah,
you only need to
only
cast it at
4th
3rd, then you get a roll. 5th is basically if you cast it at the same level as the defensive thing, it auto dispels. If it's beneath the level, you have to roll for it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. You and Maximus, are you taking Mickey with you? Do you intend on assaulting this building with a horse?
On horseback? No. No,
Okay.
I don't.
Then you guys return to the alleyway. In the time that they are gone, you guys notice that a new person arrives at the building that you guys are staking out and watching. He looks to be a scholarly type figure, mid-50s, sort of a paunched out belly, nice little robes around him. And he will, give a knock at the door. You see the door open, though you can't see into the interior of the doorway, and the man heads inside. Sussy.
Scholarly looking guy.
Scholarly looking guy.
Oh, this is the same. I've used a spell slot today already. Son of-
It's over. It's over.
It's all over. Okay.
Campaign ended just because you used that one spell slot. Okay, so
Most
you guys get back to the
unfortunate.
alleyway, and there's the 4 of you plus Hedhagal staking out this building.
Yeah. While we're here, I'm going to do my new fancy feat, Inspiring Leader. I'm going to spend 10 minutes talking about how, Renesmee's faced so much darkness, and now she's on the side of good, and it
Wow.
doesn't stop her.
Feels strong.
Maximus,
Thinking of the demon that she did something for, feeling guilty.
Maximus is the new. He's got big shoes to fill with Lars being gone.
Wow.
But he
So
can, if anyone
inspiring.
can do it,
I've been here just as long.
but you're the only front liner
No,
now.
you're being inspired,
You got like
okay?
an extra pair of shoes.
You need to feel inspired,
Uh,
Ethan.
Being inspired, stop
That
resisting.
was not
If
very
it's
inspiring.
It was good. You make the tough calls,
Yes,
Granny, I don't know
you
you
will
that
never
well
wanna
yet,
make
but you're casting spells just as good as me. You're really good.
The most inspiring of the
All right, let's see how inspiring it was. Roll the
I would like to
d10.
think that I'm just
It's
looking
not
at
a
him like
it's
he's
not a roll. You just get a flat 13.
Oh, it's a flat 13. All right, flat 13 temp
13 to
HP
what?
for all of you. Temporary
Everyone
HP.
gets
wow.
13 HP.
You're so inspired by his words.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
No,
There's a box called temporary hit points, and you make it
I
13.
gain a whole 17.
You can also, if you keep track of it on your token, you can click token and put it in the red square, or red circle. I mean.
True.
Okay. 13?
Yeah.
So,
13.
yeah, 13.
1, 3.
Okay. I think I did. I
She
did.
figured it dead.
Oh, I
That's good
did.
for at least one hit, hopefully.
Yeah,
Why is there
sure.
a 14 in my blue square?
that's your AC.
Okay, got it. Just wanted to make sure I didn't have like another buff.
You do have all the buffs.
My AC should not be a 12.
Well,
Hold on.
Then go fix
No,
it.
it is now.
Let me make sure it's right before we start combat.
Well, it is now.
Yeah, true. I nerfed your character in between
No
sessions.
takes you backsies.
I
Yeah,
guess
no,
we'll
it takes these
keep
back.
doing that since we're doing a whole fucking little
10-minute inspiring speech.
Yeah, 10-minute
Yeah.
inspiring speech. I'll go over to Maximus and I'll cast guidance on him.
Wow.
Oh,
Do you feel guided?
Disappear within a minute.
Wait, yeah, it only lasts for
guidance.
1 minute. I would not recommend casting at
Okay.
this
yeah,
moment.
never mind. Don't do that.
You can pre-buff it as you're, but as you're like are walking up the steps into the building, you can cast it. So.
Yeah, whoever's going to cast like the kind of
Yeah. So
Oh,
Maximus, just add it to your
actually,
sheet, anyways.
Ability check. If I'm trying to dispel magic, does that count? A D4.
Yeah, it would.
Okay, there we go. So
You
I'll
guide yourself.
I'll touch. Okay, yeah. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I will cast
Yeah.
it on myself.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize how weird it
Yeah.
sounded until you mentioned it.
Classic Peach moment.
No, that's not a classic
Sorry.
Peach moment.
That is kind of a classic Peach moment.
That is a bit of a classic.
Sorry.
Anyways, the four of you are buffed up. Zednius inspires you, I guess, and you approach the.
I did. All right. Everyone got
Yeah.
their temp.
Yeah, maybe it's like a pity temp HP. You know, like they felt so bad that now they have to win this battle, or that'll be your last ever speech.
I'm
You
really
guys are-
high on that one. Jesus.
I am inspired by the fact I need to survive this battle so I can tell him to never.
There it is. There it is. Okay, you guys approach the estate, and
You suck.
that's so mean. You guys approach the estate and the front door. You hear muffled talking from inside. Now what?
I would like to cast dispel magic. I'm going
On
to.
what?
Yeah,
Put the
well, I
guidance-
shouldn't.
The door
I'm-
isn't magically locked right now.
Can I put my eye through the door?
How?
What?
Think,
Like-
You can like pull it out and like throw it through.
You know what I mean? You
Like,
know what I'm talking
you're
about.
peeking
You
through
can
the-
up to the door.
Oh, so you're looking through the peephole? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can peepholes be looked through?
No, you look through the keyhole
No,
into the
keyhole.
room.
That's what I
Oh,
said.
Yeah, you look through the keyhole.
The
Yeah.
keyhole.
You look through the keyhole into the room beyond. What are you dispelling?
Should we,
The alarm
should we
spell
do
that was
this?
ascribed to me.
like, I feel like this is exactly what whoever is in there is expecting us to like try and.
Severus had his judge badge on him, and if he asks him questions, he knows he's a judge, and he's probably freaking the fuck out. That's probably the real answer.
Well, why don't we just say
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
judges?
Hedhagal was able to see it because he has detect magic cast on him through Zednius. I don't know how you.
The only
see
thing
the
with saying that
location
we're
of the spells.
judges is that if he knows he's fucked up this bad, he knows that there's no great way out of the situation, unless he could try to talk with us, but more than likely, he's probably gonna fight us.
Well,
I think
do we
yes.
have a plausible reason as to why we were here?
Yes, he's
Yes.
selling
Um,
drugs to the local community, and you're kicking down his door.
Literally
Yeah,
Ironically,
everything.
we were investigating for heretical stuff. Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Dispel magic. You don't have to.
You have to
see
target a
it.
location. 'Cause-
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, so
I
one
think
creature,
Hedhagal
object, or
could tell
magical
me.
effect. Okay, so you're having Hedhagal roll up into the key slot and peek through.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah,
and I'm
you
going to
can
tell
tell
you
me
where
what
all
it
of them
Quick
are.
question: before we actually do the dispel, do
Yeah.
we want to try to talk with him? Because if he knows he's a judge, he may know his best option is either to A, fight us, or B, talk with us. There's like two options out of
We
this.
can just like knock on the door, and then if he doesn't answer, then.
Knock on
Well,
the door. And
you're
get
gonna want to
something
like
wrong.
bang on the door and say that we're imperial judges.
Those are
Yeah,
all.
open up.
All of those are.
Maximus,
Yeah,
you should do that.
those are all glyphs of warding.
That's if we don't think he'll
Okay, I
immediately
can-
fight. If we think he's gonna immediately fight, then we don't try to talk anyway, and we just go through with this.
I
Oh,
don't
I
think
see.
he's going to immediately fight.
Okay, then let's bang on the door and see we're judges.
Mm-hmm. Not a bad idea. Zednius? Or sorry, no, Maximus, can you please do
Yeah,
that
Maximus
for us?
should
Because
do
you
it.
look the scariest.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
we got
All right.
Dorks,
Grania
dorks.
and Zednius looking through the windows. Maximus, Zednia. Maximus, you walk up to the door.
We have two pet boys now.
Never forget. Maximus.
Yeah, I'll go bang on the door.
Yeah. You walk up, you boom, 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 boom. What do you say?
Judges of the Empire, open up.
Actually doing the meme.
Yeah. A couple of long
yeah.
seconds pass.
If he realizes you're a judge, his best situation may not be to talk out with us instead of killing us. Otherwise, he's gonna get fucked super hard.
The conversation that was proceeding from this room goes quiet.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'll like butt in and I'll knock on the door and be like, knock, knock, knock. We know that you're in there. We just heard your conversation fall quiet. You're not fooling anyone.
We just want to talk.
And also retrieve our friend, probably.
I'm gonna. If my weapon was never out, I'm gonna
Yeah.
motion to the others to put theirs away if they have theirs.
I don't.
I don't know that me or Granny have cold weapons.
I have a quarterstaff, but it's probably on my back this time.
Do they come?
No.
Lord. They might think that we're just gonna kill them or something. They might think that it's like over
I mean,
for
yeah,
them.
Judges of the Empire are very famous for their mercy. They should just come out and surrender to you, to be honest.
I mean, their other option is, even if they do kill us, to then be, like, hunted down forever, pretty much. So
Yeah,
sounds like it's probably a more reasonable answer.
maybe.
So does this mean that we're going in?
Yep.
Jesus
Really don't
fucking
want to.
Christ. I'll put my own hand on my arm and I'll...
Shouldn't we call for backup? If this is like a legitimate investigation we're conducting, he has taken
Should
one of
we?
ours.
Well, I'm just scared
Yes.
that they're going to fucking kill him or something.
I don't
like
think we
that.
have much
Because-
of...
The only
Back
person
up.
we could tell
It's
Tullius what we're
Tullius.
doing.
You guys are
Yeah, we
Judges of the
have our
Empire.
own-
You can requisition the
Yeah,
service
we
of
can- we can
Legionnaires.
requisition, like anyone.
But how long is
So
that going
long
to
as
take?
we're conducting.
It
a
would take some
legitimate
time, yeah.
investigation.
Yeah, that's the issue right now. Is that we're probably going to want to either bust down the door or send someone out back to make sure they're not
Okay.
sneaking out, because we're going to take too
So-
long otherwise.
How long has Severus been gone?
A couple hours. Depending on how you
Okay.
measure it, like 3 to 1.
So either he's not gonna kill Severus and Severus is alive, or he fully intended on killing Severus this entire time and Severus is already dead.
Or now that
That's
he knows
true.
you're here, he has decided he can only kill me, and there's nothing else he can do.
True. Or he was
You
waiting
know-
to get something prepared, like more of his scholars, and then do it. Who knows?
Well,
Yeah,
the thing
maybe
is,
they're
I
chanting
think
a
Severus is
probably
teleportation
holding
spell
him
as we
as a
speak.
hostage.
Maybe they're powerful wizards. Maybe they're teleporting.
True.
And
As
then
we
he'll be
speak.
by the way.
and we can just
I'm
go in and
for-
get you.
It's a glyph of warding. It's likely not a proximity thing. It could be proximity, but it's likely not, and it'll summon something when it activates.
I wanted to look at my spells again. That's right.
I think we should just go in.
Should I
Yes,
silence
I'll
the? I want to know how big my silence is though.
Alright.
20-foot radius. So that's like
40
4
feet.
by 4.
Massive.
40 by 40.
4 by 4. Okay, I can
Not-
silence the whole place, right?
Well,
I get the
no.
whole.
You can get a decent chunk of it, but not the whole thing.
When I do
Okay.
dispel magic, can I dispel the whole spell here?
You can dispel one spell.
But I could silence
one X?
almost all of them.
Yeah, 1x.
1x, yes.
And if we think that it's a voice activated thing,
Oh, fuck
then
me.
If we think it's a voice activated thing, you're going to want to cast it, like, enough to cover up this whole back area.
I mean, if we know where they are now, I'll just tell them to follow me, I guess. Or, I don't know.
Well, they're-
It probably doesn't matter.
They're not.
We're only dispelling
so
one.
what Harkon said is that they're more than likely activated. So I don't like voice activated or something activated by a person or thing happening. Since they weren't procced before, I'm gonna say that they're activated by something that he's gonna do, not us just walking in.
Yeah, so I might as well just walk in. I'll guide myself, and we should just bust down the door then and get it on with.
so
Get
silence
it
or
over
no?
with.
Yeah, go ahead, silence this back
sure.
area.
Just take note that if they're begging for their lives, we won't be able to hear them.
Sure,
True.
we can drop it at that point.
Well-
that's on them.
True, it's
Are we
their
going
fault
in
that
to
somebody
kill?
broke into their house.
Apparently not.
Do we
We're-
go in with the intention of
Their
killing,
fault
or
somebody
with the intention of
investigated.
neutralizing?
We're straining
Alright.
at the moment.
Oh yeah, I have my brand new warhammer too. That's right. So I can just bonk people.
Bonk 'em.
Bonk the fucking door. Bless you.
Thank you.
All
Okay, let's
right.
go,
tight.
people.
Let's go, 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 go!
Do we want to go in with surprise?
Sure.
There is no
We've
surprise.
been making a lot of noise.
Yeah, there's no
and bang. I don't
surprise
think
here,
there's any
bro.
surprise.
All right. I'll pound on the door. Judges of the Empire, open up or we're coming in.
3, 2.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Oh, anything?
Yeah, you hear something. You don't recognize the individual words. It sounds something like Shovak Maktiknal.
I'm gonna jump out of the way of the door.
And
fucking cast,
as
man.
the final word is spoken, the summoning circles activate. Let's roll
No!
into initiative. Let's roll into initiative as the summoning circles activate.
He meted my silence spell.
No, he meted the Maximus warning right when he was about to open the
Announcing we're
door.
about to come in.
Yeah. Alrighty. So all of these spells cast. I just need to work through
Really
each
glad
of
I
these at a
inspired
time.
you.
Okay, so this one summons an air elemental. This one
I
summons an air
did
elemental.
canonically-
This
I
one
did
summons an air
canonically
elemental.
jump out of the way of the door, though.
Yeah. You can move your token. That's fine.
Alright.
If he can say the words, you can jump out of the way. That's reasonable to me.
Ah, fair enough.
I mean, what the fuck are we supposed to be here?
And then this spell
Our job.
casts.
I'm walking here.
Fucking walking.
Told you we should have summoned reinforcements, goddammit!
Well, we
Spell
literally didn't have
cast.
enough time. It would have taken so long.
Oh, and then
Anything
this
could
spell
happen.
also
that's-
casts.
so what is he gonna do? What was he gonna do?
Kill Severus.
Possibly move Severus, kill him, take him somewhere else, teleport, whatever stuff.
Piss on you.
Oh,
Pee on him.
Yes, but you think if he was gonna piss on Severus?
No, you.
Done it?
Not Severus. You.
Oh.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Cossack thinly veiled the emphasis.
If Hedgehog all casts the magic, anti-magic zone, do they get dissummoned?
No.
All active spells are dispelled.
No. They're not active. They're not spells. If you'd done that when what's it called? Before he said the words, then it would have disabled the summoning circles. But once they're summoned, they are not
You can't dispel magic them away.
correct. Yeah. Now I will look at the summon elemental spell because if I recall correctly, they do despawn after a certain amount of time.
That's,
Is that the one
we
where he
can
has
wait
to
out here?
wrestle for control the entire time?
No, it's not that.
I don't think we have enough hostage situations.
Yeah, I know you got one. It was great. Okay, so the elementals friendly
Wait,
to you and
this
your
guy-
companions for the duration. Okay,
Wait,
never mind. This
no,
lasts
wait,
a
wait,
really long time.
wait. This doesn't work.
Yeah, it does.
The spell is concentration. How's
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
concentrating
It's
on this
being
many at
cast
the
through a
same
glyph of
time?
warding. You don't need to concentrate on them.
I'm pretty sure glyph of warding doesn't work that, does it?
Look it up.
Broken the elemental into the spirit and was concentration. Alternatively, he could have had the glyph of warding cast by other people, and then they're the ones concentrating on it 10 million miles away.
Does
The
he have
point
that
is,
many people?
yeah, you saw 40 people in here for his meeting. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but within the last hour, did you have that much time?
No, none of this was cast within the last hour.
Oh.
Well, I don't know why you would assume it was.
You just
This was
figured
when
out,
you
like,
first came in,
generally.
Severus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The air elemental is going to activate. This one's going to move here and is going to slam attack on Grania. 1, 2.
Oh, they coming outside.
Oh yeah.
How
That's
long
2.
does this spell last?
An hour. Yeah.
Wait,
Fuck
no,
yeah.
actually, this doesn't work.
It does.
The spell must target a single creature or an area.
Yeah.
The summon elemental
Targets
I don't
an
think
area.
that does that.
Targets an area.
What area? He's out of the house.
It just targets an area. The area in which the creature is being summoned.
What does the summon elemental spell say?
It's conjure elemental, but it says choose an area.
Oh, also
of-
the caster needs to needs to be the one who
Sure.
issues commands.
Sure, it could.
So the
I think there's
cast
a
is
way to
often
get the
fixed.
spell to work, and if you really want to, I can just say that it is a special conjuration spell. But I think that it works just fine, Echo, because you can have a scroll of glyph of warding, and then you can have the control over that glyph of warding be a command word, and then you can have that command word be spoken as, or if you really want to, you can do prestidigitation to make it sound like the person speaking the command word. There's a way to get it to work. Yeah, I think it works just fine. Are you satisfied, Hecko?
How far can I see into the house? Where can I actually see right now?
You can see all the way through it into your next 2 window.
Okay. I'm going to then activate Misty Escape and teleport invisibly right here in front of the bathroom.
Where?
Right in front of the place that they were at here.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Going deeper. Okay, interesting.
Invincible.
All right,
The
Zednius.
teleport's invincible, so they shouldn't know I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where she went either, so I'm
Correct.
gonna disengage and go like back here.
Okay, you run back down the stoop out towards the street.
That's some sketchy business over there.
This elemental can... No, it can't even really fit there. I guess it'll squeeze, and it'll take 2 disadvantage attacks against Renesmee. 9 and a 15. I think the 15 hits, right?
Yeah, my AC is 14, I believe.
Okay. 19 damage.
Harkon, you have my old token still. That's why I was confused by the health values.
What do you mean?
This is Fire, not Grania. The tokens have gotten mixed up since then.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is there actually a difference? So confused.
Between what?
Fire
It's just the,
Grania.
No, it's
the
just
name
the name,
of the
but the
token is
token's
fucking with
apparently
it.
different. Oh, no. It
Yeah.
seems the same for me.
Well, I have 60 HP and it is not reflecting.
Oh, that's because I did it manually rather than adjustedly.
Oh, gotcha.
One sec.
It's supposed
Are
to
you
be
36 HP?
46 then. No, it's supposed to be 46, but I did the math based off of how much HP I thought I had.
Oh, okay. Alright, it is... One sec. Fix. We got there.
Sorry,
Okay.
go ahead then.
Anyways, yeah, Peach takes 19 bludgeoning damage. The next elemental axe, this one is going to squeeze through the front door over into this corner. And it's going to take 2 attacks against Max E. Moose.
How rude.
I know, right? This guy is not really going to do much. These guys are... This one's going to just sit there, I guess, because it can't really do anything. Renesmee.
Is there, from my natural knowledge, is there anything that air elementals are afraid of?
Afraid of?
Yeah.
I'm assuming fire. Because it literally just is fuel for the fire.
I think the main thing that they're afraid of is capturing them. So, like, it sounds stupid, but like a glass jar that they could be trapped inside of, things like that. The idea of confinement is quite terrifying to them.
Interesting.
Don't giggle about a glass jar, you freak.
No, that's not like I was giggling at the concept.
Oh,
of a
I
giant
thought you were
elemental
thinking
being
about
trapped
an elemental in a
goddamn
jar.
glass jar. What the fuck is wrong with you? You're the one that's thinking of
Turn the
that, you
table on me, no!
Okay.
Like EDM.
Self-reported.
Generally,
That's
how
crazy.
intelligent are these
Average.
beasts?
As intelligent as like a human, but a little bit less so.
So incredibly stupid.
No, just a little bit less smart than a human.
Yeah. Very stupid.
Oh, so incredibly stupid, okay.
And do I know of any history of people like torturing air elementals?
Yes, you met one that was being like chained up and tortured.
Yeah, but like anything else like that?
No? Not particularly.
I have a bad fucking idea, but I feel like it's
Are you trying to torture them?
No. I might hallucinatory terrain and make this whole place look like
It's not
a
like
fucking...
a fucking 1 hour cast time spell.
Not 10-minute
Yeah,
cast
it takes
time.
casting time 10 minutes. It doesn't work in combat.
Might as well be 1 hour.
Fuck, hey, never mind.
100 rounds,
Get
get it, Chad.
Alright guys, I'll be there. Just 100 rounds.
Do you have prestidigitation? Cantrip?
I don't think that's a
No,
good spell.
no, I don't.
They Broodcraft. That's their version.
I'm
So,
sorry.
Renesmee, you're being beaten by an
I'm
elemental.
sorry, yeah, I totally thought that was gonna work.
That's okay.
That's not.
You're learning.
Shame on you.
I'm mad about it.
Shame on you, Kyle.
How fucked are we on the scale of 1 to 10 party?
I mean, Conjure Elemental's a 5th level spell, and there's 7 of them. We can
Yeah.
do it, but I don't know what else they have in store for us. Because this is a pretty heavy intro.
I guess
God,
also
I'm such a.
conjure
fuck.
woodland beings.
Cool. What do you want to
There's
summon?
such a big thing I could say. Oh.
What do I think I could summon that would be good, Harkon? Let me go on my knowledge.
That's a
Is
great
that a base
question.
edition spell?
I don't think so. I think it's from Tosh's, if I recall correctly.
Oh, okay.
They had a bunch of really cool
He
summon
allowed
spells
all
in
the
that one.
summon
Yeah.
and...
You could summon a green hag, no, a sea hag. You could summon 2 dryads. You
Yeah,
could
get that hag in
summon
here.
You could summon 4 satyr. Honestly, I'd say a hag or 2 dryads.
Which one do you think is best for this
2
situation?
dryads.
Numbers.
Elementals
Yeah.
not to thunder damage.
Do animals not do thunder
Bludgeoning?
damage?
Elementals.
Oh, air elementals? No,
I'll
they
do
do.
that then.
bludgeoning.
I'll do what you suggested.
thought it's
2
thunder.
Okay.
dryads.
2 dryads.
If it was thunder, I could silence him.
Also, even if it
That
is
was
thunder,
my thought. Yeah.
regardless of what the base air elemental thing is,
Do they have to? Oh no, the
no,
target
you can
is
summon them wherever you
unoccupied.
want. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll do one. Yeah, I'll want one like kind of here. Wait, you can't see this one. Sorry.
Oh, I cannot. You want one where next
One.
to
Down for
Max? Oh, okay.
Kind of here or here, whatever.
Okay,
one
sure.
of those.
There you go.
Whichever
Now,
one
this is
gets
concentration, so you want to be careful that you don't get hit or they'll just get
It
unsummoned.
means the guidance drops, by the way.
Yeah, correct.
Oh.
So yeah,
got it.
action, you summon them.
Wait, then what I'm going to want to do instead is I'm going to want to run first and then.
Okay, run away and then summon. That's fine. We don't have to like go through the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move through an air elemental square easily enough. You are going to take a slam attack though.
Nope,
13.
doesn't hit.
Oh, thank
Please.
you, Doda. We'll just go with the 12 for all of them. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah.
All right,
just
and you
run
withdraw to
away
the
and
entrance.
Have them both.
You can get 2 there. Boom. All right. So dryads now on their turn, they're both going to attack the air elemental. They're going to use clubs enchanted with Shalagla and Shalagla.
I don't think it's Shalagla.
That's what you think. Okay, that first one hits.
Only 1G. I can't possibly be that.
It's an 8.
That's
All
the
right.
best that a fucking dryad can do, huh?
They're not that strong. I mean, they're CR1 creatures.
Probably like cast.
They can, but they're not like really good offensive spells. They're more so like utility. Anyways, air elemental. This one is going to can't see Grania, so it's just going to move to here. Grania, the door next to you opens up, and that creature opens that door and moves through. And I guess now you can technically see into that room. And that
What do you mean
creature.
by that creature?
Well, the creature that opened the door is not any of the people that you can see.
Yeah, but
Why don't you call it a?
What do you mean by that creature?
I mean that creature. I said creature.
what am I seeing then?
You're
What am I
seeing nothing. The door just opens on its own.
Okay.
Maximus,
Oh boy, it's my turn.
it is indeed your turn.
I think it's time to use some action surge.
What happened to my turn? Oh, your token thing got me kicked off. I'm after
Oh, what was
Maximus.
it? What was your initiative?
7.
My turn.
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure. Let me go.
You'll
look.
go right after Maximus then.
Uh,
Maximus.
Yeah, let's just fucking swamp this one over here.
Okay.
Wham, 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 wham.
Cool. I think all those hit. No, the 13 doesn't. The rest of them hit.
It was one shot. That much damage.
11. Wait, this is magical, right?
Yes.
All right. With that, you're targeting the one on your left.
Yep.
All right, you dispel it as your hammer strikes the air elemental.
Weak as fuck, boys. We got this.
Yeah, but how bloody did it seem after the second?
You do realize that it did 40 damage in one turn, right? One of these did 40 damage to Granny in one turn, right? I don't know how weak they are.
Just don't get hit.
Just don't get it. True. All right, Granny, does your invisibility end now?
Yes, at the start of my turn.
All right, you reappear, and you see this scholar who is the one who like came up in the house.
What? I
looks
can't
surprised.
see him. What do you mean?
You can,
You said when they opened the door, I couldn't see anything.
because he didn't open the door. I said there was
You
a
said I
creature
couldn't
that
see
opened up the
anything.
door. No, sorry, there's a miscommunication. A creature opened the door. You don't know who did it. It just opened on its own. But then in the corner, there's this scholarly guy, and then in the back corner, there's a mirror image of 4 of the same guy.
Is this the guy that walked
Obviously, it's the
in?
one
Yeah.
cowering in the corner.
Oh,
So
he'd
he
be
sees me.
concentrating. Yes, you see him. He sees you.
I hate you.
I thought it was clear. Clearly not.
It wasn't.
I see that.
I'm going to cast sleep on him and Giga of Cats.
Okay.
I think we had something crazy last time on. It was like 11 rolls, but let me make sure it is. So it's how many by default? 5d8, and it gets +2 for each spell slot. Yeah, so 5, 7, 9, 11 d8.
How does this what does the sleep spell do again specifically?
Makes you sleep for 1 minute.
What is asleep?
Yeah. Let me read it again.
Unconscious.
As well as each creature falls unconscious until the spell ends.
Does that cancel? Does that?
Yes,
I mean, you
yeah,
can
concentration
concentrate if
is
you're asleep.
ended.
If you're asleep. Unconscious, I assume. So.
I don't know how you be.
Also,
is
attack
that?
rolls have
Oh, yeah,
advantage
yeah.
on you.
An
and
unconscious
automatically
creature is
crit.
incapacitated. Okay, cool. That's what I was looking for.
Yep. So I roll 11d8 on him. See how much
Okay.
HP.
Yeah,
Does he
he
fall
goes
asleep?
to sleep. Yeah, he does. Where is he? Where's my sleep token?
The back guy.
It'll have to do. No,
Or
no,
this
the
guy.
front guy. And his concentration ends, so one of the air elementals zoop, disappears.
Nice.
And then I got something else I can do. Hold on. Thanks to rebalancing of my class.
You're welcome.
How does this work for occupying squares? I have a thing that only targets within 5 feet, so that's what I'm trying to figure out how this works. Are they counted one person in one square?
Yeah, those five. Yeah, he's one person in one square. It's just that those five. Technically, the way mirror image actually works, rather than being 4 distinct people standing 5 feet apart, what it actually is one guy with 5 guys really close together, all within a 5-foot
Which
square.
square is he in?
Doesn't matter.
I guess if you don't want to tell me the real one, I guess not.
Yeah.
If that's what you're trying to do. But
Yeah.
I just need to get
Because the
closer.
alternative way to depict it would be to do this, and that just looks wacky.
Yeah, I understand it looks stupid. I'm just trying to make sure I'm doing this correctly.
Yeah,
It's not
sure.
four
You know what?
separate
Yeah, we'll just make it real simple. It's like this, okay? It's like that. It's like 4 guys right behind the
people.
desk.
I'll walk up to here and I'll bonus action Fey Presence and try to
Alright.
fear him.
Actually,
Actually, yeah, Frightened's probably better here.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Pass.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, air elemental. This one moves forward. It flies up through, squeezes past, and into this little crevice, and is going to attempt to attack Maximus twice. Miss. This one in the center sort of area is going to punch that dryad in the face twice. Both hit. The dryad screams as she is banished from this plane by being punched in the face.
No.
Zednius.
My favorite way of banishing creatures.
Oh yeah.
I want to use the spell I DM'd you about.
Yeah, sure. Is it a
Alright.
particular creature or is it like a
It's a you
aberrant
pick one
spirit?
of 3.
Schizo! I hate these shits. I don't have this added to the thing right now for obvious reasons. So.
Don't have it added to the
Well, yeah, I don't have an NPC sheet for this, so we can take a 5-minute break if you want to use it, but I don't know, prepared. Also, do you have a platinum inlaid vial worth at least 400 GP?
Yeah, we
to
bought
pickle
that
tentacle in an eyeball?
last session.
Damn.
Bought it last session.
Oh, pog. Okay. Then yeah, I can add this in next turn. Or next
turn?
sorry, I
Okay.
can do it right now if you want. If you just want to take a 5-minute break.
I can just Eldritch Blast and then, no, because you can't DM while you're doing it, I guess. So
Correct.
I don't know. How's
How
it
is this not added? What's happening?
He's trying to use
I'm
a summon
gonna-
aberration spell, but it's not an
Okay.
actual aberration. It's like a special stat block exclusively for this spell. And since I didn't know he was going to use it, I didn't have it prepared. I can prepare it though. We can just take a really quick break.
Yeah, we can just do a 5-minute break. It's fine.
Okay.
After pee
Okay,
anyway.
all right. We'll be back in 5 minutes after a quick pee break with
It's gonna be the star spawn one.
okay, with summon aberration. All right, we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. The thing is added. We're diving back into the combat. So Zednius, whenever there was always this question of, is he a demon worshiper? Is he not? And now you raise your hand forward. You speak the words of fiendish Slavak Mokshaknal, and then tearing its way through a jagged tear in space is a burning red skin, horrific creature that looks like the mixture between a demon and a frog with long, elongated claws, and it screeches at the elementals, and it will act on your initiative.
All right.
Does
Does
summon
it get to,
Yeah,
does
he
it
did
get
just
to
summon
go
that.
this-
It's going
It
to go
gets
on
to
your
go this
initiative, I
turn,
think.
right?
I think it does. I'm going to double check the conjure aberration spell. It may roll
Usually
through its
they
own
roll
initiative.
they either roll to their own or they roll act as with
What's
you.
We'll see.
what does
Shares your initiative count, but takes its turn immediately after yours. That's what I thought. So it goes right after you. Yes.
So it goes right now. Okay.
Yeah.
What does the religion of the living soul teach that demons look like?
Demons are great red horned beasts for Blue Tegmen Chicane. Then there are the horny demons of the Prince of Pleasure. Then there are the thought-provoking demons.
Aberration, not a demon.
Correct. I don't think under any description of...
Technically, it's an aberration on a fiend.
It looks close.
Yeah, I think so. There would be 4 general classes of demons: the rotting kind, the horny kind, the thinking kind, and then the bloody kind.
This is the horned kind. I see little hornets on it.
No, the
Horny.
yeah,
As in-
horny, not horny.
As in sexually.
It's from the from the Prince of
What?
That's why
It's
it's
the
Yeah.
different kind of horny.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's slightly
so this,
different.
Okay, so this is the bloody kind.
Maybe.
And did I see where it came from?
Yeah, it tore its way through a hole in space.
Oh, all right then.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Zenius, make
pretty
the
smart.
attack. Yeah, it's terrifying.
All right. And it's going to claw.
Oh, by the way, since you guys are doing this on an open street, behind you, you hear gasps.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to give it a damage type. And it is only 1 attack, not 2. I think.
No,
Oh, no, you're right. It is makes a number of
it's
attacks
the number of
equal to
attacks.
half this spell's level rounded down, which is 2. Okay. So I just need to adjust the... Actually, you can adjust this. Make the
I
damage and
didn't
type
know
slashing.
that we were this public, you know?
Sure.
Wait, no, that's not.
I-
That's. This is gonna create so many problems later.
Adjust the damaging type to slashing on your sheet, and does this do magical attacks? It doesn't look like it.
It's a magic
Police is about to be up
creature,
for
right?
nights.
That doesn't make it automatically magical. So these are going to be reduced by half.
Okay, but okay, I have a question then. So
Yes.
the psychic slam
God,
from the
it's too late
star
for that.
spawn would be
That would do,
magic,
yeah,
'cause
full.
This is melee spell attack on it. Okay.
Correct.
Tullius.
Well, also because it's psychic damage. Okay. Yeah, that thing does its thing. Air Elemental. This one is going to squeeze its way through the cracks, back after Renesmee, and take 2 disadvantaged attacks against the Dryad. 12 and 9. Both miss.
Don't I get an opportunity attack since it goes into my square?
No, it has to
Nope.
move out of your square after being in it for attacks.
Okay, now Arminus is face to face with Grania. He's going to
Hold on,
cast
that's the
Dominate
bug.
Person on her. So make a Wisdom saving throw, Grania.
Oh. Chad.
Any Fey ancestries?
Chad Grania.
It passes. This must
I know.
It
One
says-
sec.
it says-
I need to check
I'll
something.
see.
Yep, 410. Roll another d20.
Twice per turn? What?
Oh, sorry, that's a mistype. That's a mistype. It's twice per long rest. No, it's twice per long rest. That's a mistype. That's a classic little mistype. Okay. All right. Technically, the way Portent works is that the spellcaster, Arminus in this case, roll 2d20s, track them, and then plug them in. It's what Yarrow has in other campaign. But for the purposes of this, just reroll it. It's easier that way. Okay, a failure. So you are now dominated. It is concentration though, which means another one of the elementals. Poof.
Is his thing that he has around him, the 4 images, not also concentration?
They are, but not by him.
And not by this other guy either?
No.
Were there 4 of them?
All right. The Scholar of Starry Wisdom. He's not
That
Divination, he's
sounds
Chronergy.
right.
Oh, that's a good point. Yogi. Okay, this other spellcaster is asleep. Does he get a save at the end of his turn? Or does he just shibby?
No.
He's asleep until
Somebody else
the
can
minute's
distract.
over, or someone wakes them.
All right, cool. Renesmee.
I'm gonna attack this air elemental that's right in front of me.
Alrighty.
Not the demon?
Well, I saw Zenius like fucking say something in the background, and then all of a sudden the
True.
space and time rift open. So I'm gonna deal with that later. All it has to be is something. I guess I'll do Primal Savagery.
Ooh,
It's
that
Yeah.
hits.
very good.
You turn your arms to claws. Wait, what the fuck does Primal Savagery do? I thought it was when you turned your arms to claws. Why is it doing acid
No,
damage?
it's my teeth. It's my
Oh, you bite it and burn through it with your saliva. Jesus Christ, you
Yeah.
feral dog.
It turns
my
my
God.
teeth into jagged knives. It just has a good roll.
Okay.
It's not
All
usually
right.
that good.
Grania
Actually,
is
spent,
dominated,
like,
so this creature wouldn't
13
attack
years on
her.
the plains, and you guys are getting infinitely more PTSD.
So true. Okay, Maximus, you are under attack by an invisible
What's like the
stalker.
skill
Oh, the
So its first attack's at advantage because it's invisible and you can't see it.
Fucking damn it! Of course you have to get the crit on that one.
And you take 20 damage.
Why are you like
This is whatever opened the door, Peach.
Its invisibility does not break either.
Where did this thing come from?
You don't know. It's
in the
invisible.
room. It opened the door. Granio saw the door open and no one was there. This is what opened it.
No one warned him?
No one said anything.
Oh my god!
Maximus, you're in the middle of fighting these. Yeah, Maximus, you're in the middle of fighting these air elementals, and then you just feel this immense force slam into the side of your head and try to move down your throat to suffocate you. And you manage to close your mouth from the north.
From that one.
Yeah, from that one available square.
Yeah, Maximus is not having a good time. He's fucking surrounded by air elementals, an invisible thing just appeared in front of him, and a demon just appeared behind him.
Yeah. I'm straight up like not having a good time.
Not having a good day. Ouchie.
Yeah.
Can you add the creature to my followers, or?
Yeah, it's there. I just need to
can't
give you access to
control
its sheep.
Okay.
Zednios.
Doesn't matter because I'm gonna get in the way. Yeah, straight up not having a good time. Alright, well I'm gonna second wind first off.
Okay. Oh, Dota, I did set up the face spirit, by the way, so you can use that spell whenever you want. Obviously not now, because you're mentally, whatever. But I did set it.
That's pretty good, actually. Oh wait, I completely forgot about my temporary ones.
Oh, well, you got 13 of them, so.
Okay, never mind. I didn't use second wind.
Okay. Or maybe you did.
No, I didn't. I can retcon that because it's still my turn.
That's fair.
I attack the disadvantage. No. Yeah, try and get as many hands out of the fight as possible. I attack. Oh wait, I have advantage, don't I?
Yeah. Wait, against what?
Okay.
What? Wait, why would you have advantage?
Isn't that what Hetakol is on?
Oh, okay. Well, you normally have disadvantage because you can't see it, so it'd be normal.
Yes. All right, that's good enough. Good enough for me.
Okay. You swing at the open
wham.
space.
Whoa!
Hit. Well, no, sorry. The second misses because wait, no, it's. Sorry.
The second one
it
hits.
hits. Yeah, I forgot. It's funny about it. No, it's just the second one is at disadvantage, so I assumed it was gonna miss, but it actually hit because you got a 22 and a 25. So both of them hit.
Oh, wait, only. Oh, that's right. 'Cause only one.
Yeah, only one of them is given advantage by what's his name. Okay, you strike it twice. There's literally no feedback other than the fact you feel a slight tug against the hammer. But like you don't hear a scream, you don't hear any noises. It's just
No blood comes off with
no
it?
blood, nothing. Just a very slight resistance.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I hate this fight.
I love this. I love this fight.
Not having a good day.
Grania, since you are mentally dominated, you receive one order. Kill Maximus. He doesn't know his name, so he just says killed the armor one.
We're running out of. There's no room.
What are you doing, Grania?
Yeah, spells.
I
That
just
means
have
she's
to...
still a floor
So yeah,
level.
the way Dominate Person monster works is you can specify a simple general course of action such as attack that creature or run over there. If the creature completes the order and doesn't get further discretion, it defends itself and preserves its
Aha,
life.
but it says the creature takes only the action you choose and doesn't do anything that you don't want to do, so I don't move, right? You didn't specify to me to move.
And she can't see me.
Okay,
Yeah,
one,
yes.
yes, she can't see you. Two, if you do this, then the
What?
spell Dominate Monster is now useless because any enemy you ever
Can I actually
dominate in the
see it?
future is doing
I don't
nothing.
think so.
Oh, you're right. I thought the door was one tile to the right. Either way, he can just say go attack the armored guy, and you have, memory, so you can know he's there.
Go
And I think the spell Dominate Monster doesn't allow you to just stand still.
Isn't that dominate person?
Why not?
It is Dominate Person, not Monster. Yeah, it is Dominate Person. Well, because if you ever use this in the future, all the Dominate spells are now worthless if that's the case, so I don't think it works like that.
I guess
Alright,
a question that I have
I move here.
about this spell is,
Yeah.
do you have to do? Does it force the creature to do its best, or to just? do
Wait,
what it's told,
wait.
period?
Huge retcon. Huge
Yeah.
retcon. Grania should never have been.
The ancestor?
Affected by the dominant person.
Why?
Because it states if you or creatures that are friendly to you are fighting it, it has advantage on the saving throw.
Yeah, she made her saving throw and failed.
At advantage, it would have succeeded.
An advantage she would have succeeded because that
Oh,
was 17.
Yeah, on the porn, it would have had advantage.
Ooh. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So you are just vibing. Your turn starts right here.
Oh, I'm sleeping again.
Thank God.
Okay. Wait, that sleep, well, does that cancel your other sleep?
No, it does not. They're not concentration.
Okay. Bug.
Oh, yeah.
So 11d8.
Unless he has a bunch of HP, which absolutely
Does not work.
Wow, that's bad.
Yep.
Yeah. Then I'm going to bonus action, try to fear him again. Actually, I might charm him this time. Hold on. Let me read the difference between them again. Okay.
He seems
not
very
a,
wise, so
He's
it might
not
be
an elf,
fucky.
is he? Is he a dude?
Is he an elf?
Yeah. Like a half elf.
No, he is just a dude.
Okay.
A human dude.
It's good. Then go for charm. If that's the choice you make.
Charmed? Okay.
He's a human dude named
No,
Arminus
just if that's the choice you make. I'm not saying that's.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going to read real
Saying.
quick. Give me a second.
If he's
I always get
half
these
elves
two.
or certain half elves are immune to being charmed.
Frightened's going to be better for the combat to last longer, I think.
Which
Where's
is-
Charm do again?
Charm prevents him from
Probably
attacking you.
Can't attack the Charmer. Specifically me, though.
Yeah,
You
you.
can still
Let me go,
target other
Yeah,
people.
just you. Literally just you. Yeah.
I'll probably do Frighten instead then.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw for our good friend Arminus Secundus.
He fails.
Okay. Also, he's not concentrating on anything since.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you passed the thing. Okay, he's frightened. He's going to use Portent to re-roll that. Fail.
How did you get that?
Twice per
Damn,
long
that
rest.
sucks.
He just didn't want to be frightened. Yeah, and that's not an attack; it's a spell, so he can't use that thing. Yeah. Okay. Great.
What's that
He is
check?
now frightened. Thank you. Okay. I'm just gonna put on the central one.
Doesn't this mean he's literally stuck because he isn't moving here or here
Correct.
closer to me?
Yeah, but he wasn't going to be
Okay.
moving anyways. Okay, the air elemental. This one is going to attack Ethan twice at advantage because he's being flanked.
No.
I think that's two hits.
Yeah, that is 2 hits.
Oh shit! Oh shit! 30 damage. How you feeling, Maximus? Yeah,
I'm blooded.
yeah. Who's a weak air elemental now?
That's only because it hit.
Yeah, true. Not wrong. Okay, this air elemental is going to slam the dryad twice.
That's tough.
19 plus 7, it's gone. Both your dryads are punched into non-existence.
Didn't last very long.
That feeling when I waste too much, I'm turning into a fly. So true. Zenius.
I'm gonna shoot this guy right in front of me twice.
Okay.
Help.
Bang.
15 does not hit. 18 does hit.
18.
Are you pushing him back?
I don't think I can, right?
You can.
My guy's in the way.
But they're air elementals.
guy-
They don't actually occupy space like that.
Oh, okay.
You want to?
Sure.
No.
Oh god, is it gonna wombo?
And
Now that
then
he's exited my space, can I hit him?
No, because it's not.
He's
One, he
going-
hasn't exited your attack range, which is what triggers opportunity attacks, and two, it's not voluntary
and then
movement.
Does he get advantage if he goes here?
He would, however, he would take an opportunity. No, actually, he wouldn't.
Why?
Yeah, no, yeah, he can move there.
I pushed him there.
Yeah, yeah.
And then swing at advantage.
Hit.
Kill it.
And hit, and reduced by half, that's 9, 5, 14. It is just barely a wispy little tendril of a thing. Wait, no, sorry. One sec. No, it is dead. Yeah. No, it is dead. yeah.
God.
I did the math wrong. Okay, this air elemental is going to kaboom, Renesmee. Both of those hit.
that's a big
Renesmee,
one.
all that damage roll wasn't great.
Wow, that was a dog doo-doo. That was a minimum.
Yeah, Dota, you can, but the way it works is every time you attack him, you roll a d20, and if it's above a certain number, it hits the clone instead of him.
I'm sorry, I
Both
just can't do
counted as well.
math.
Yeah,
That's 31.
it's 30.
Okay,
1.
30.
1.
Okay. My token is.
No, it is
will
30.
It's
not
because you're
be
drawing.
yet.
It's because you're drawing on it.
30.
Oh, I'm.
Yeah, okay, I was right.
30,
Yeah, it's just
Alex.
30. No, that's what I said, and then he gaslit me, okay? Anyways,
I'm
you're...
bloodied.
Yes, you are indeed.
So
Okay.
am I, same.
Okay, Arminus Secundus. He tried
There's still an invisible guy.
dominate
Oh,
pursing you, which didn't work. I mean, there is a spell he could do that would silence you forever.
Disintegrate him.
I'm kind of leaning towards that. I'm kind of leaning towards that spell. Okay, is there another way that he could dominate her and turn her against her own teammates?
Try it again, bozo.
No, he doesn't have the spell slots to do that.
Oh, what an idiot! Just like half the spell slots.
Well, no, so true.
Do we want to arrest these guys or just kill them?
I think it's a bit.
He's gonna cast Blight on Grania.
Horrible spell.
Yeah, but if we arrest them and then we get them to get
Constitution saving throw, Dota.
If we get an
All right,
opportunity,
you take 32
to do that.
necrotic
Well, one
damage.
of the guys right now is just asleep on the ground. That's an opportunity.
All right. The Arbanus Secundus raises his hand, and a black bolt of rotting energy flies from it, striking Grania. The front layer of her skin, all the dead skin, writhes, cracks, and snaps off her body in little flakes. Are you still alive?
Yeah.
Pog. Renesmee.
But she's so inspired.
Yeah,
by
so true.
amazing feats.
No, I'm gonna 1
I'm-
HP without your inspire.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna use my second 4th level spell and conjure 8 pixies.
Okay. I do have pixie tokens, so I will go grab those.
Yay!
Where are my little pixies?
I'm out there. Many DMs just cried.
Where are they? Okay,
What?
I can't find my pixie tokens, so we're gonna use my stand-in.
What's that?
It's a quickling.
It's the quickling.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We like
How much
that
health does a
guy.
pixie have?
1 second.
1d4 minus 1.
What's the average? So 2.
No, Pixie has 17. 5d4 plus 5.
What the fuck? 17 at 1/4 CR?
No, she's wrong. Wait, she's wrong. That's you're looking at something that's not a pixie.
5e SRD, sorry.
Wait, I actually see the same thing that she sees.
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing the Monsters Manual pixie.
Well, I don't know what you're looking at.
I don't know what
Which
you're
is
looking
a-
at either.
It was CR 4.
Yeah, the 5th edition SRD
Yeah.
Pixie is a tiny fae that's CR1 with 17 HP.
Well,
That's
she's
a
going for a
different thing.
1/4. Yeah, she needs a 1/4 one if she's going to summon.
Yeah,
the
that was CR 1/4 one.
Okay, one moment.
Monsters
Why is there
Manual.
2 different CRs for the same fucking creature?
I
Ah!
had no idea. Pixie 5e,
I'm going schizo.
CR 1/4.
All right, we're pulling up the deep text, the ancient tome.
I know,
There
yeah.
is Pixie. Okay. I saw the same thing you saw, Peach. I have no idea what that is. They are 1/4 CR creatures, and they have 1 HP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so they have 1 HP. They are 1/4 CR. They have 15 AC. Okay, cool.
They still do the things that we want them to do.
Yes.
Indeed, they do.
Spells.
Yeah, they do indeed have spells. Where do you want to summon them all, Peach? All 8 of them.
Oh my god.
Well, what's their initiative order here?
It'll be.
Right
I'm
after
just gonna
you.
roll 1 for all. No, for them they actually roll and they go after her. Or sorry, they roll whatever they rolled. So it's gonna be D20 plus 5.
Can I have the ability to move them?
No, not easily.
Okay, 1 sec.
Oh, they do actually
they
go
go
after
like
you.
right after me.
Yeah.
They're just gonna go fucking ape
Where'd they
shit.
go?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and draw where I want them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna want 3 there, and I'm gonna want 1.
I'm not. Oh, can you really summon them that far away? Because you can't see that.
In unoccupied spaces that I can see within range. I
Okay.
mean, this I
Yeah.
can.
Well, the 3 you drew in the
technically see with
office.
Open
You
doors.
can't see the one in the office. Because
Okay, well,
between
then I'll
you,
put them-
maybe
I feel like I can see them.
maybe there, maybe that square, but
Sure, yeah. I'll put 3 here, and then the other 3, or no, 3 there, 1, I don't know, out here, and then
Okay.
some just scattered around.
scattered
here,
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just kidnapped all these and forced them into magical servitude.
Yeah, Daniel's gonna have
fucking
a
sucks,
word with
but
you later.
All right, what are the
Well-
pixies doing?
I would like for them to. I'm going to tell them with my mind. Put them all to sleep. All of our enemy creatures to sleep.
Okay. I'm gonna roll 5d8 and see if literally a single enemy is below that, because I don't think there is.
This guy's half health, right?
Could have turned them all into like.
Nope.
Wait, yeah, never mind. I
Well, you
did-
just-
if-
You
Wait!
just said sleep. You just
no,
said
I
sleep.
didn't realize that was.
But how would you know until you
I could
cast
just
it?
do it?
Well, no. Okay, it's what their HP is. So if you think they're very low HP, then it would work. If not, then it won't work. So I don't know. Yeah.
This guy still has more than 31.
I don't know.
Okay,
She
well,
said she's not casting it apparently.
Oh,
Sorry. Can I turn them all into snails?
Okay. Let's go
All
enemy
of my
by
enemy
enemy.
creatures.
Sure. So we'll go enemy by enemy. It's a spell save DC of 12. That's a snail.
Oof.
That's not a snail.
Now be careful. Snails can still do like a D12 damage or
Correct.
something.
True. Oh, they weren't in that. I forgot that wasn't this campaign. That's so funny. Oh, that other campaign. They tried to turn a basilisk into a snail, but the snail basilisk still had basilisk eyes, so it still almost killed a party member while it was a snail.
Also, a snail stat
It's
block
really
is not as
funny.
useless as you think. They can actually still kill you.
Yeah, they're very fast. They can move 30 feet around, or no, it's maybe 20 feet or
snails?
something. Yeah,
Snails can?
yeah.
We had this in the other campaign where we're like, oh, we'll just turn to a snail. It's useless. And it's like,
Yeah,
no, it has a
put it
stat
in a
block. It's
snail
actually
and put it
pretty
in
useful.
a pouch and then throw it off a
Snail.
cliff. Nope.
Snail.
We had to pick up a
Snail.
statue and run
Does he
out
have
of the cave
anything
as
to
quick as
stop
we
him from
could.
turning?
Please, I need this. I need it.
What do you need?
Him to be a snail.
There's two
Arminus failed his.
Yeah, he did indeed fail it. Let me see in terms of items. I'm just saying if he has anything, so he can't use portent because he's already done it twice. Prognostication only applies to spells, to attacks, not spell save DCs. He doesn't have counterspell prepared right now.
Bozo.
Yeah, I think he's a snail.
Snail!
See, we can arrest him if he's a snail.
Reminder that his intelligence becomes like.
Well, no, polymorph. You keep your mental stats, right?
No, you don't.
No.
That's through.
You
That's
are.
wild shape only.
Oh, okay.
He becomes like a 3-inch snail.
Sure.
He's a fucking snail.
Now the thing is, he's not just captured. We can't just hold him and bring him somewhere. We'd have to sleep him first, probably, or something.
Why?
Yeah.
Because they have 30 movement speed and they have an
Just put him in
attack.
put him in a fucking. Put
Ja.
him in a bag, dude. Yeah, put him in anything. It's a snail. Doesn't matter
That's
how
true. You
fast
did
can
throw a
move.
blanket over one of them as an
Okay,
effective means of
So,
preventing the other snail.
are we
It's
going
a
to
snail,
say
dude.
that?
All right.
Are we going to say
Surely
that
it won't have a
this
roll to
pixie?
not be trapped in the bag.
Yeah, it's the one that's inside the
Every
room.
time.
Oh.
Okay. The
Is
next
there
creature.
anything
What's
that
this guy
Pixie
back here
can
doing?
do?
He's
He's
asleep by
sleeping.
Viagrania.
Oh,
Okay.
That's it for like the big bag.
Where's the invisible bozo?
Invisible Bozo's invisible.
Where is we don't know where Hecko is.
All right.
Wait,
I don't know.
the Fae wouldn't be able to turn him into a
Oh,
snail?
it missed.
No,
Idiot.
it's the invisible thing is immutable property, so it can't have its size changed. And it doesn't miss because it has advantage because it's invisible. So it hits the pixie that has the concentration cast.
the
That
pixie.
pixie dies, and Arminus is no longer a snail.
How does it know which one?
It has
is
intelligence.
which? Yeah,
You guys
but
have
how does
access
it-
to who's concentrated on what, so do the enemies.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
Where is it?
It's invisible.
No, the guy didn't know the pixie.
Oh, he was inside the room with the guy.
Oh, so the thing moved.
Wait,
in
why
there.
would he go in there? What the hell?
Because I don't understand because that's where she summoned him.
Oh,
Yeah, because that's where she summoned the pixie to cast the spell.
oh, jeez.
Well, because it needs to look
Yeah,
like that.
exactly. Of course,
Does he
yeah, it needs
still
line of
have the
sight.
mirror image, even though he was snail?
Yeah, why would it change that? It's not like he's the one concentrating on
Snail
it.
Did he turn
images.
into 4 snails?
Yes, yeah, there would have been 4 snails. Yeah, true. True.
Okay.
Would have been
Start
4
stepping on
snails.
all of them.
Snail squad.
Maximus.
Well, that thing's gone, so I'm gonna just attack. Oh, we're actually gonna do second wind this time. And then that's a slightly better roll than last time, I suppose. Okay, now I'm going to attack the thing twice.
Okay.
Wham, wham.
For a
Do the
blissful
little pixies
brief
have
moment,
spell
he was a
slots?
snail.
Or
No, they can cast it
they-
once per day. They all use their spells.
once
Basically,
per
they're all
day?
done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
22, 28, both of those hit, 19 damage. That creature is bloody. Grania.
Sick. Well,
Hold on.
we had a snail and then it unsnailed. Snailification.
Hmm.
I'm assuming if I try to move this to this door, it's not gonna work because I think the invisible thing's there. 'Cause I just saw something get attacked right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Really do be like that.
It do.
You know, it'll buff eventually.
It won't.
I mean, eventually it will.
I assume Fair Presence can work on whatever the invis thing if I know that it attacks something right there, right?
Well, it depends where it made the attack from. It could be anywhere within 5 feet of that location, you know?
But if I try to move to here,
Oh, yeah.
is this guy get an opportunity to attack me?
Yeah, of course.
It'll be a disadvantage from frightened.
Okay. Miss.
Hold on, there's a couple things I need to figure out just to make sure this is the right idea. I can't tell what the, like, from the way that the pixie was hit, I can't tell what direction it was from.
No. It's just the pixie was there and then something hit it and it instantly disappeared.
My movement hasn't been stopped yet. What happens if I try to move through an invisible creature?
In general, it would block your movement, but in this particular case, you can move through just fine.
Okay. Do I provoke opportunity attacks though?
Yes.
That's another combo.
Granny is going to be falling unconscious either way at this point.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Can I hear anything of this happening, by the way?
Probably, yeah. You can hear all of it, would be my guess.
Can I like? I mean, I know I'm like gagged and everything.
Bound,
Like,
gagged.
can I make any type of noise?
Let's do a slight retcon then real quick.
Like
I'm into
scream
healers
into
again
my
before I
gag?
move.
I mean, you can do it. They're just not going to hear you outside the bathroom.
But like, are my feet like close to something? Can I kick something?
You are
Anything to make noise?
Oh, yeah, you can try to kick something to make noise, yeah.
I'm just trying to make noise, not trying to like break out. Alert them to where I am.
Yeah, you can try, but it's. I don't think it's going to be heard over the sound of battle. Once they're done with the battle, then maybe.
Especially with loud air elementals.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I retcon moving. I was going to heal first, then move, then the attack happened, it misses, and then I'm just going to try to move out. To here.
Okay, alright. Invisible Stalker takes its attack.
It's
21.
standing right here.
No, it's standing right here. But it can still... Oh, no, you're right. Actually, you don't leave the 5-foot range, so it doesn't matter. Never mind. You're fine.
Okay.
That
Now that I've
pixie-
moved here, specifically now that I've moved here and have not procced it, I will
Yeah.
play presence. I didn't want to fuck with my sleep guy.
Sure.
I will go for charm this time.
Okay.
So DC 16.
On what,
wait, is it
wisdom?
17. Yeah, wisdom.
Okay. It's
So it is
charmed.
charmed.
So it can't attack you, but it'll attack your teammates.
Correct. I'll
Okay.
make sure there's nothing else weird in that condition. Can't attack the charm.
How long does it last till the start of your next turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's his name is no
Charmer
longer
has-
frightened. So he actually didn't have
Charmer has
disadvantage on
advantage on
the
ability checks.
quarters.
You're right. Yeah, I messed
But it
up.
didn't matter. Okay, cool. Air Elemental is going to try to beat up Maximus. Miss hit. 9 bludgeoning damage, Maximus.
So,
Alright, Zednius. There's a snail.
So the thing with polymorph is if you hit it,
If you reduce it to 0, it turns back into its other form.
but it takes the extra damage.
Yeah,
It takes all the overkill.
indeed.
Or we could keep it alive for an hour, in which the spell will turn off.
Well, won't it go away as soon as your pixie over here dies?
Oh yeah, that's true. Whichever one
Absolutely.
casts it on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up here.
Well,
And
we could put it
shoot.
in a jar too. I mean, that's how you.
I guess I trigger an opportunity attack from a stupid snail, huh?
Yeah.
do snails have attacks?
It looks
You
like
Take
you
1 bludgeoning
literally-
damage, motherfucker! Make your
Why?
concentrate, because it
Wait.
hit you. Oh no, your AC's 20. No! No! A true tragedy.
And then I
How does the
shoot
snail
the-
even attack? I want to know what it looks
It slams. It's a slam attack.
Of a snail.
Yeah, it builds up great speed and slams against it.
Yes.
Great
Fuck
speed.
off.
What are you
the more
Eldritch
non-crit
blasting?
rolls. This guy.
Okay, yeah, you kill it. Your demon creature's waiting for orders.
Yeah, I know.
If you give it nothing, I think its base instinct is to go eat that snail. Or one of these pixies.
It takes the. If I don't issue it anything, it takes dodge.
I'm just saying what it wants to do. You can feel, the creature whispering to you, "Let me feed."
Maximus's base instinct, I think.
Murder it.
Yeah, go attack that thing.
Let it eat a pixie or a snail. Come on.
Don't let it eat the snail.
Wait,
Well, I
did it
know
used
that
to
there's
be?
still-
Did it used to be an arrow?
Air elemental.
Wait, yeah, do let it eat the snail. I'm curious.
It's gonna attack this.
It's gonna fucking blow up.
No, it's an
Okay,
air elemental.
make your
It's
claw
awesome.
attacks.
It's like whooshing out. Oh, man.
The biggest fart in the world, an entire air elemental.
I think it'd be a burp.
Maybe. Maybe the air elemental wants to go through the other way. Alright, the air elemental, the snail explodes into a puff of gas and then is instantly killed. Because the damage, so it's dead. Alright.
That means you absolutely should have. Well, yeah, it's too late.
Okay,
I didn't know
Arminus
what it
is
was
going to walk forward to here. Oh god, I'm doing it. I'm pulling the ripcord. I'm just going to use the token to represent the mirror image. Yeah, it's a little bit. Okay. He does have haste cast on him. It hasn't really come up at this point because he's not doing multiple things in turn, but now he's going to try to firebolt this pixie. Miss, I think.
Wait, is he concentrating on haste?
No.
Or is that some other
Someone
source?
else?
Some other
somewhere?
source. Yes.
Okay.
And then he is going to cast Disintegration on Zednius.
Oh, goodbye.
No.
Counter spell? Counter spell?
I don't have counter spell right now.
Fuck!
Okay. Oh, bye-bye.
Make a dexterity saving throw. You definitely want to pass this one.
Sort of a pass or die kind of deal. Wait.
Yeah, certainly. I think this actually literally would turn him into dust.
Wait, how?
Wait,
Wait,
can
it
you
bleeds
hit the
over that much?
description for me? It doesn't bleed over that much. No.
Never mind, that is more. No, it's just if you die, you just like die.
If you hit 0 HP, you instantly turn to dust.
You just disintegrate. There's no like.
And it's
Yeah.
Dex?
Dex, yeah.
Well, it's nice knowing you guys.
Oh, thank you. That's immensely unfortunate.
As you all
Save
watch,
him!
the bolt flies across the chamber. Arminus chuckles as it unleashes. It strikes Zednius, and in this one moment, he just fades away. It's not as he doesn't get a chance to scream. He doesn't like shout out in surprise. His body, which was once, a corporeal human, just turns into a pile of dust. And Maximus, you feel the weight of Hetagal disappear from your shoulder.
What about the demon thing?
That also disappears, yeah.
Oh, okay, alright.
I didn't save him!
Is it?
If there was one time to use all of his demonic
No,
power, it
I'm
was
gone,
now!
guys. I need to make a new character, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it clear that he's dead? Like Renesmee is right behind him.
Yeah,
watching
she
this.
just saw him get disintegrated.
Turned into dust. It's like.
Not like teleported out of
No,
this
it's like
world,
Thanos
No,
not
I'm
fade to
literally
dust.
right in a pile of dust right now. I'm
The
right
file
here.
is there on the map.
There's just a pile of dust there. He's dead. And I think this spell's like.
It's pretty explicit.
Well
there are
known
ways to
enough.
revive out of it. There definitely is.
Yeah,
True
Witch.
Resurrection and Witch. Yes, correct. Those two spells can both revive out of disintegrate. But for now,
Do
Zednius
I
is
get
dust.
a piety roll for my demon?
Actually, yeah, you would get a piety because you were
Oh,
killed.
no.
So roll a D100. One sec, let me check your sheet. How much piety have
How
you
much
accrued?
piety does he have?
I don't think he has a
Did
ton.
absorb an elf soul.
Piety? What?
Did do that.
It's something that I track in the background for each of you, how much essentially you've contributed towards your particular god, and then it's on a scale of 1 to 100, and then we do a D100 roll, plus the piety, minus the piety, and if you get below your level, then you come back to life. So for Zednius, he would roll D100, if he gets below an 8, then he comes back to life. His piety is going to modify it by a minus 30. So it's a D100 minus 30 if you get below an 8. That is a positive result.
So close.
So close!
Nope. Nope.
So close.
Nope.
Just
So this
not
guy
your
is
day.
at least an 11th level wizard or sorcerer. That's
Correct.
pretty crazy.
Yes, this guy is immensely powerful.
The scholar's asleep. Renesmee, you watch as he turns to dust.
test.
What are all of these? What are all of these?
That would be mage armor, haste, and I don't. Oh, mirror image.
Jesus.
Renesmee
guy.
watches her
He's asleep.
friend
And
just
make
like
And mage armor.
Renesmee like watches her friend just disintegrate into a pile of dust. And at first she's like in shock. And then she's just like boiling fucking rage. And I'm gonna internally reach out to the demon dude.
Uh-oh.
I don't. She just wants these two to burn in the fucking pits of hell. She doesn't care.
Okay, what do you
else?
ask for? What do you promise?
I'm not sure what things promising means.
Sure. Would you just reach out purely based on emotion and say, I want the Arminus and I mean, I assume you're saying you want Arminus and the Scholar to burn.
I guess I would just reach out with that intention.
Does Renesmee
and
know the
words,
Scholar is in there?
No. But still.
and words would be, help me.
Okay.
And the intent would be to kill them and send them to an eternity of the worst kind of suffering imaginable.
Okay, you see a mental image appear in your mind. That symbol. And you know in your heart of hearts that if you carve that symbol into them, they will suffer.
I know, but fuck,
Well,
I
it's
need
your
help
turn.
killing them.
Yeah, not helping you, sorry.
Renesmee, I will tell you, I plan on running in there and getting his ass on my next turn. Anything you could do to assist that would be amazing.
Got it.
Also, very important question, real quick.
He's not that chunky.
To resurrect them from disintegrate, we need to keep his ashes. How does this
Correct. Yeah.
work? Okay.
Yeah, that's a.
I guarantee
Adam,
if
Mr. Adam,
Tolani has the access
Yes,
to do so, he will.
all of the air elementals are gone.
Thank God.
That'd be so funny. Action scatter the
That shit
ashes.
Get hoovered away.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
That'd be so funny.
I'll instruct
The reason I'm
all
asking
of
is
the
'cause-
pixies.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'll instruct all of the pixies to oh no, because that's on their turn. I'm gonna kind of walk forward, and then in this general direction, I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire, so that hopefully.
Well,
we
yeah,
can
where
get
specifically are you
Wait,
casting it?
Renesmee, can you stand there?
Yeah, sure.
Stand there.
Sure.
So where are you casting it?
Thank you.
One sec. Each object in 20 foot. It's a 60-foot range.
Mhm.
So.
And a 20-foot radius. Is it only hostile creatures or is it all creatures inside the radius?
Each object. So.
Oh
Wait,
fuck! I
what?
forgot about the invisible.
It also
Well,
impacts
also
creatures,
creatures.
yeah.
Yeah, it just basically highlights them.
Yeah, but is it all creatures or is it just hostile creatures?
Each
Any
object.
creature in the area
Any
where
creature,
your spell
okay,
is
okay.
cast.
Yes.
So then you gotta
And-
find the specific place to cast it where it doesn't, hit allies. Or they're gonna be impacted by it as well.
No, all it does is it
Jesus
sheds a dim light.
Which gives you advantage on attacking them if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure Fairy Fire gives that.
It does, yeah. Yeah, I just read it.
Yeah. Yeah, each object or creature within that area makes a dexterity saving throw. If they fail, attacks against them have advantage.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
But because I have a sense that they're like right here,
sure.
but there's no way that I can get if they are in this exact corner.
Then you would, yeah, sure, but you'd also hit a bunch of other allies. So I don't know where you want to cast it specifically.
Could I cast it like here?
No, in order to get into the room, you could hit Grania no matter what.
Yeah, then I guess that's just not a great fucking.
I do plan on coming in there and being the main source of tension.
Yeah, okay, I'll just tell I'll come here and cast, I don't know. Produce flame.
Just make sure it doesn't hit old sorcerer boy over there.
Yeah, and I'll just throw it into this corner. I feel like he's in that fucking square.
Okay, you throw it into that corner, and the
Doesn't
little
it still
area.
hit?
You have to make an attack at disadvantage.
Okay. 1 second.
Oh fuck! I forgot that goddamn invisible thing.
That's what she's been
Yeah.
targeting this whole time.
Yeah. Fuck that thing, dude. Thing's a little gremlin.
No, it's not. It's a large gremlin. That doesn't hit.
Fuck.
What?
Whether it doesn't meet AC or there's nothing in that corner, who knows? But it doesn't hit anything.
That's fair. I didn't think of that.
What are the pixies doing?
Got it.
They've already used their
The
spells.
pixies-
Yeah. We should.
Well, they
we should
use
definitely be
one
attacking.
type of spell.
No. They get one a day. I think they get that all those castings once a day, right?
Every
I thought that
cast
it was
once a day.
casting one, like casting sleep once daily, casting confusion. Once daily.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah. So I
That's
just
how
want them
creature stat blocks work.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Fair.
Not all of them, no, but
I want them to just cast confusion on any hostile creatures in the area.
each creature. This is an AoE 10-foot range.
Oh wait, Pixie even says 1 day each.
yeah, sure.
Specifically each.
Sure.
Yeah. 2 of those can do that where it only hits enemies and no allies.
Sure.
Okay.
Whichever one. And then the other ones, I'll say, is there anything that they could do to
Look for
confusion
Severus.
dancing lights?
Oh.
Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, look for Severus. That's what I'll tell the rest of them. Like, guess what else are you gonna do? Oh no, the other 2 I'm gonna tell them to fly up here and also cast Entangle on these dudes, if they can.
One of them
Not
can.
sure if it'll... Sure.
And
or
realistically,
if
it's
it'll
all
pass.
targeting Arminus because the other guy's asleep.
Got it.
Just make sure nothing hurts that guy, because he's gonna wake up if it does.
Yeah, I just want to attack this dude over here.
Pass. And fail. Okay, so he is confused and entangled.
Wow, he's having a bad day now.
Oh yeah.
I wish it was a snail, because then he'd be a confused, entangled snail.
It's not
Can't take reactions and has to roll 1d10 for what to do on its turn. Okay.
Is it just
And
gonna
then,
do something random?
Yeah. And then the other one is that it's like held in place via grappling, but that's not very like crazy. All things considered. Okay.
Get it.
The invisible.
I get advantage on it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The invisible stalker is going to move and attack Renesmee. Slam, slam.
First some hits.
Make a concentration saving throw after you take 16 bludgeoning.
16 bludgeoning. 1 second,
What?
let me just
What's she
select
casting?
All those pixies.
Oh, yeah, that's a
Make
good
it
one.
16.
I did not think
And
of that.
concentration.
It's a good thing you didn't cast Fairy Fire then, because
Where-
that was concentration.
Where do I? I'm sorry. Where do I
It's
get
a
it?
it's a con check.
Oh,
Is
a
it con check or
constitution.
a con save. I
Save.
think that should pass, shouldn't it?
Yeah, it's half the damage taken or 10, which that is more than half the damage taken, so that's pass.
Woo.
All right, Maximus.
All right,
I'm real low.
fucking,
Real low.
in I go.
Don't bring in the Zednius right next to you.
If you're going to try to occupy the same space as the
Alright,
little
sorry.
fella, I do have disadvantage on attacks, or maybe it does. Oh no, sorry. You're just not allowed to occupy the same square as an ally.
No, it's not small enough that.
Oh yeah, it's a tiny-sized creature. Actually, never mind. Yeah, I think you're allowed to be there if it's tiny.
You can also be flying above him.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna chill out there. And,
Okay.
What is this allowed me to do? No, it doesn't want to do anything. No, all right. Let's see how tanky this dude is. And
Okay.
do I get advantage on it, right?
Yeah.
Wham, wham.
With advantage, hit, and then for both of them, don't roll damage yet. Roll 2d20 to see if it gets through his your
Oh, his. Oh yeah, that's right. 2 and a 2.
2 and a 2. I think that means both of them hit him. Yeah, both of those hit
It does, yeah.
So
And
we'll
no,
Xander
no.
is 6.
8 and 8.
Alrighty, you crack onto the soldier. Grania.
Is mirror image concentration?
Correct, but not by him.
I broke his concentration already. From the...
Those are
Wait.
dog shit. dog shit damage will.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't
did.
break
He
it.
was concentrating on dominate monster. Well, he's concentrating on something else. Then he concentrated. on
Oh,
dominate
yeah, and they
monster.
dominated person. That broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If I move away, does he get an opportunity attack, or is the way
No,
the
there's a
spell
wall
works, does he
between
do
you.
that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Let's start by moving here. I'm going to do what I DM'd you. You can respond with a DM, and then I'm going to use the Branch of Skull to get a spell slot back.
Okay. Oh, the thing you did. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh, I'm also going to put Unwavering on.
Okay.
And I got one spell slot. That's the end of my turn, because that takes an action.
Okay. Arminus needs to roll a D10. Oh, act and move normally. Pog.
Damn it.
Okay. He's going to. Well, first he's going to cast Blight on Maximus.
Don't like that. Fuck. Why would it do that?
Okay, you take 39 necrotic damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. You go down. And then his second thing is going to be a cantrip against that little goofy pixie boy, which fails. And then I think he gets a whiz save against confusion. Yeah. Which he passes, so he's no longer confused.
That was very.
Was he
anticlimactic.
entangled?
Yeah, he was entangled.
He is still.
It's fine, Ethan. It's yo-yo time. It's yo-yo death time.
Oh, yo! Yeah, there it is.
Renesmee.
Help.
Yeah. I'm gonna see what the best healing that I
Wait,
can
do
give you.
both of you have a?
Mine will put you on 1 HP.
Hey,
I
it
think
doesn't matter.
first
I'm-
will keep you unconscious. Is that correct,
I'll be
Tarkon?
up.
What will?
Normal healing spells keep them unconscious?
No.
No, they make him
Oh, it
conscious.
doesn't? Okay, never mind then. Yeah, well, no matter which one of us does it, we'll
so-
be able to heal you.
I'll be up. It doesn't matter. We'll play this game for however long it takes.
Or until
Zero use
Renesmee gets killed by the invisible creature.
Yeah, I'll healing word him.
Okay, great.
It's true. Maybe I can kill this guy.
D4 plus
One sec.
spellcasting modifier.
Yep.
Do you want to upcast it or no? We got spell slots.
No, I have spell slots. Does it make sense to upcast it, or do we literally yo-yo?
I don't know.
I'd say just go for Yo-Yo. I think he's used his big damage slot, so.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this bitch damage slot resulted in a dead party member. Pretty effective damage slot.
Yeah, so yeah, but I'm saying is it can't be used.
Bro, I gotta go add a skull and crossbones to the overlay for real.
Oh god, yeah, you have to add the red X.
Yeah, the red X, true.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
To
That's
the
a-
pile of ashes.
Yeah. Okay, Ethan, you heal for 7. What are your pixies doing, Peach?
Hold on. Can that one give me the
I'm
help?
gonna-
Oh, wait, I already have advantage.
I'm gonna get the pixies that didn't cast confusion to come over and cast confusion, and
Great.
then the pixies that didn't cast
Yes.
entangle to come over. And is he already still entangled?
Yeah.
And the pixies who didn't, who did cast entangle instead, or no, so half of them are gonna cast confusion.
Oh,
Okay.
Pixie wrangling.
Okay, 2 cast
Okay.
confusion. It passes on both.
And then, okay, cool. And then the other ones are just gonna cast sleep. Like, fuck it. They can't. They
Okay.
literally cannot do anything fucking else. At this
Yeah,
point, they're
maybe
gonna start
the
dancing
damage
legs.
caused him to.
Nope.
Maybe the damage caused him to.
Nope.
They
No.
could polymorph.
Damn it.
They already did.
I know, but they've used polymorph.
They already
They
used
turned them into
polymorph,
snails.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright, the invisible creature is gonna attack Peach.
Yeah, I'm down.
Alright,
Oh.
it hits her. Peach
Yep,
is
I'm
down,
down.
and all the pixies disappear. You know, without the
I'm
pixies, it's a
on
pretty empty house. It's just the one
Yeah,
guy.
It's time to go.
Maximus?
I'd like to think. Oh, wait, when I fall,
It's,
right?
Yeah.
I fall to my back dramatically, and a little bit of my hand thunks into Zednius's ashes, and you know, it's almost like we're holding hands
Yeah,
while I'm
wow.
dying and he's dead.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna shout at Granny. Time to go.
Okay, Maximus, what are you doing?
That is what it's time to do.
What are you doing?
Finish him.
I simply can't do enough damage to. Like, if 16 damage didn't bloody him,
I have one more spell slot, so I could sleep him on my turn if we're wanting to fight the invisible thing, but
I think if
it's not
we-
much better.
You tried sleeping him before, if I recall.
well,
Correct,
yeah,
but that was before he also took some damage, and it was a shitty roll.
I guess.
You have to be careful that he doesn't wake up the other guy who might also have incredible scary spells.
If only
It's a
one
second
was another
verse that
party
you have
member.
Do you think
True.
we should just go?
I don't know. I don't want to sacrifice other characters, so it's up to them.
I mean, fuck, dude. Like,
It's a
if
pretty
we
gruesome
all go
fight.
Down, like, I'm not sure how that helps Severus in any way versus us leaving and maybe being able to help her later.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay with you guys leaving. If Grania could get me up as she runs to leave, that would be maybe a chance of me fucking running away.
If the thing
I don't know.
the thing is nearby you,
It is.
so I can pick
True,
you
yeah.
up, but one of us is gonna get knocked down again. Is the issue?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you go and actually,
Go
I'm gonna
for it.
shout to. I'm
Pray
gonna
for
shout to
me.
Grania. I'm gonna shout to Grania. Go get Renesmee out of here.
And
How
what are you
does
doing?
flying speed work? Is it separate from your normal movement speed?
No. You do one or the
Yes,
other.
Okay.
I still have advantage on this, right?
Correct. Yeah. Oh wait, no, sorry, you don't, because he's no longer
Where?
entangled. It would just be normal. I don't know if you want us to do it.
Wasn't he
Pixies are
entangled?
gone.
Yeah, but he's not entangled.
Pixies
so
are gone.
pixies
It's
are
concentration.
Uh,
So,
Do you still want to go for it?
I mean, yeah, I'm still.
Okay, both of those hit.
Oh, Chad.
we rolled the
Wow,
d20.
it's
D2
on your
D20.
image.
Oh, that's right. Oh, 'cause
You didn't
I
break-
dispel. I didn't
Yeah.
break
Wait,
any
when
of
he-
them. I just straight up hit him.
Yeah,
just
so you have
hit.
to roll a 6 or lower, I think, is what it is.
Yeah, for the first 3. Okay, so you dispel one, and then your second hit actually hits him, so he takes 9 bludgeoning damage. And he has only 2 mirror images remaining. Okay. Grania.
So here's the issue. If I pick up Renesmee, one of us is gonna just get knocked down, or
Yep,
very
that's-
high chance of
that's-
us getting knocked down again,
Oh, one of the two of you.
because the invisible creature just knocked her down, so it's somewhere near.
What
Yeah.
I'm hoping is the invisible creature will go after me.
I don't know where its turn
When
order
you have
is. If-
healing word, anything that you
No.
don't have to touch me for, fuck. Okay, got it.
I stood here in that hope. I sort of like. I think that's the only plan of action to go with.
Just pray for me, that's it.
If I walk up to Renesmee and invisibility both of us, can I then drag her without taking opportunity attacks?
Yeah.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
That's the only option I got then.
All right, yeah, do that. That works.
I don't know where this creature is, so I'm gonna play it super safe and go here.
How exactly do you get there?
By walking?
That's-
Oh,
I mean,
Just
What?
the exact distance, that's all I'm asking. Okay, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, cool.
probably.
Sure.
Well, actually, let me see. Let me hold on, because now I can get opportunity attacks if I'm not careful. So, it's very carefully.
That's why he's asking.
This means that only those two
If
squares
you-
would matter.
If you go there,
Here is fine.
there's nowhere he can be in
Here
attack
is
range.
fine.
Over Nesme there, and also.
If it doesn't have reach, then this works.
Which nothing we've seen to indicate. Nothing we've seen indicates it has reach.
Okay,
I suppose
you move there?
we haven't seen much of it, have we?
Hold on. Is invisibility is touch?
That
so
was
I do need
funny.
to get
That was a good one, Ethan.
Do I get inspiration?
No,
for
let's just play it extremely safe and just go
No.
this.
that? It was worth a
Okay,
shot.
so that's what I'm gonna do, Harkon. Just make sure I'm not taking opportunity attacks.
Yep.
Ever since
Yeah, you're
the
fine.
wide burn joke. That
And
was-
then I'm gonna invisibility both of us.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Alright, you're both invisible. Arminus Secundus. He's kind of running out of, like, spells. Oh! I should have cast this at, like, the second the combat started. That's awkward. I guess it doesn't matter anymore, though, because you're not going to be alive for much longer.
Yeah,
I don't know.
True.
I mean, it's Heat Metal is the spell I was thinking of.
Oh god!
But that's, like, useful if the combat's going to go another 10 rounds. If it's not, he might as well just,
Yeah.
like, try to kill you.
You still have second wind,
Um,
don't you? Or did you use
No, I don't.
No, I already used that.
I ended up using it like the turn afterwards when I got swallowed by
Oh man. How does a sleep spell? Can he just like action wake up the person next to him? Is that an option?
Yes.
Because that's probably the best use of his
Yeah,
action.
just like shake him.
Okay.
Oh,
so what I
okay then.
Yeah, he's just gonna wake up the person next to him, and since he has haste, he's gonna use his second action to do a firebolt at Maximus.
Oh,
my
god.
God.
Okay, that's just not fair.
All right,
No.
unconscious Maximus.
Bye bye. I'm unconscious.
The Scholar of Starry Wisdom finally wakes
So
up.
That guarantees to hit, right?
Yeah, yeah, nat 20.
Alright, well. Literally, if he had not gotten that, I probably might have.
Probably would have stayed up.
He
Yeah.
had to get a nat 20. At the end.
Okay, the Scholar of Starry Wisdom is gonna wake up. I don't think he has any context for what's happening, so I guess he's just gonna walk
And
through his ally
everyone's
over you.
Everyone
into
else
here.
is invisible.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, Renesmee, make your first death saving throw.
Okay.
Fuck, we're gonna end the session like this too. God damn it.
We're ending in real soon.
That's
Yeah.
a fail. That's a fail.
That is indeed a fail. Okay, the invisible creature can't see anyone. That's awkward. Maximus.
I guess I'll make a death save. Damn it.
Pass. Grania.
So close.
Hold on. Okay, I guess I'll just start dragging her.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, no one can see you as long as you intentionally avoid the ashes of Zednius. You can go 15 feet, and if you action dash, you can go another 15 if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to go.
Okay. Arminus is... Okay, let's look at all of his status effects. What still applies? Mage armor is still here. Haste probably wears off in a couple rounds, but not right now. That mirror image is still up. He'd still be targeted. Okay. Would he execute Maximus? No, because the ritual isn't ready yet. So I think what he's going to do is...
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
The
so
ritual?
he's not going to go after you two, because he can't see you, and neither he nor the mage he has with him have an easy way to detect invisible creatures. So instead, I think that you two... yeah, I guess we'll just cut to just Renesmee and Grania moving away from the place.
Are we not gonna... Can I not finish my death saves?
You're not going to die.
Oh.
You have a greater purpose.
He's gonna do something in the next 12
Yeah.
seconds to prevent that?
Oh, he'll stabilize you if you want it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is fucking roll medicine checks. He needs you for other purposes.
Oh, yeah. I actually, I want to play this through, yeah. So, is it my turn next?
Yeah, so in order, it would be
I think it
him
was.
doing a medicine check on you. D20 plus 5. He one pass. You get a death save.
Oh! 2 fails.
Okay. Hit the other wizard would assist. That pass, and then he would do. And yeah.
That's
okay.
That's
Okay, so yeah, you're stabilized.
So close.
Grania. The city streets behind you are chaotic. There are dozens of people out on the street
Wait,
talking.
would Granny not try to heal me? Because I'm also.
She said she was focused
I
on
can
dragging you away
stabilize
from
her.
the house. Yeah.
But the issue to break the invisibility, so I'd probably tell him pretty far away.
Yeah, so the city streets behind you are insanely chaotic, Grania. You know, there was a fight, there's not really explosions, but whooshing of wind, people going down, judges engaged in the streets. It's a lot of chaos, and so people flooded the street and they're asking questions. The door are now closed up and sort of bottled up. This is not the right song. And you drag Renesmee into a nearby alleyway.
As soon as we're far enough out of sight, then all healers can stabilize her
Okay. You stabilize her.
at 1 HP, so she's
Yeah.
awake.
Okay.
But also breaks
Renesmee,
invisibility.
your eyes flutter open. You're in that alleyway that you were when you were planning the assault, and all you see is Grania.
She's still like
I
pulling
feel
on you,
like-
like we gotta go.
I feel like at this moment, Renesmee would probably be like transported back to like a fucking mental age of 2. She's probably crying
Yeah.
and shaking and like breathing really panicky, looking at Grania like she's speechless now. None of us are fucking talking. We're like, yeah. So
She's
if
on you, trying to pull you away further.
sure, yeah, I'll go wherever Grania drags me.
So where are you bringing her?
We're going to the place where Tullius last was.
Okay. As you move away from the block where the house is, you hear the shouts of soldiers and what sounds like some sort of like you can just barely hear a captain yell out, "All right, block off the house, all of you, get off the street!" And you begin to move away.
Can you guys come back with reinforcements?
And the two of you
Yeah, I hope.
limp away from the street, back in the direction of the Imperial Complex. When you actually get to the Imperial Complex itself, you flash Renesmee's badge, and the Imperial Guard will sort of rush forward and, help hold Renesmee underneath his shoulder. He'll say, "What happened to you two?"
As soon as he does that, I'm running inside to look for Tullius.
Yeah, sure. You run past him into the Imperial Complex to get to Consul Lars Ignia's estate. The Imperial Guard will just look at you, Renesmee. "Who's that girl? Why are you so injured, Lady Judge?"
I think in character Renesmee would just be speechless and crying and shaking. So.
And I guess, since you're with her and you had a judge's badge, he'll sort of consider it like, okay, she's probably fine, but he'll send one of the Imperial Guards to follow Grania, and he'll sort of lay you down. And Grania, you will rush to the estate of Consul Lars Ignia. You'll burst in the main entrance. The servant will glance up. The master servant will glance over to you. "Hello, Lady Judge. Can I help you?"
Only one left is nonverbal. Fuck.
She's gonna sign, "Where is Tullius?"
He'll look at it and he'll seem to, translate. He knows a bit of Imperial hand signs, and he'll say, "The master is sleeping in his bedchamber. Would you like me to rouse him?"
Does she know where the bedchamber is or not?
Yeah.
She's just gonna run past him and go to wake
his
him up.
ass up.
All right, you rush past.
Chad.
You sprint to the room. You rip open the door, and the instincts of Tullius are pretty fine honed. So by the time you get to the bed, he already has his dagger out, sort of in a crouched position. But when he sees your fiery red hair, he'll sort of straighten his
He's gonna
posture.
be furious, like frantically signing stuff. Just like
Yeah.
he'll probably catch bits and pieces of like Zednius in trouble, Maximus, people hurt, scary wizard, stuff like that.
I see. You're the only one alive?
He'll sign Renesmee.
All right. Give me a couple moments. And he will walk over to the corner, take out a bag which has a black void when he opens it up. And he reaches his hand into the void. He withdraws 2 daggers, a set of leather armor, a hat, and a hooded lantern. And he will sheathe the 2 daggers. He'll pull on the hat. He will equip the leather armor. And he'll say, "All right, sign the address."
I don't think she knows, right?
Probably
Does she
not.
know an address? She'll sign, "I don't know, but I can take you there."
You're not very quick at running. One moment. And he reaches into the bag, pulls out a scroll. He walks you out to the center of the courtyard. Is Renesmee nearby?
She'll like nod and point in the direction of the entrance.
Combat capable?
No.
He'll give a nod, and he will cast Fly on you and him with the scroll, and he will, sort of grab your hand and guide you as the two of you fly up from the villa in the direction of that portion of the city. With a sort of bird's eye view, you can see that the street has been locked down by Legionnaires, and even a couple of Imperial Guard have shown up. They don't even know what the fuck's happening, so you can see half of them are like guarding the house, the other half are like canvassing, like what the hell happened here? Like, what'd you see? And Tullius, as he's flying, you see the hat that he's wearing sort of a disguise morphs down from the hat over the rest of his body. He begins to look like an Imperial Guard captain with a clean-shaven face, a great sword and shield. He'll land you, maybe a block or 2 away from the street that you're headed to, and he'll begin to jog at full pace. And when he gets onto the street, he just sort of naturally takes command of the situation. He'll say, "You there, explain what's happening here." And a young, Legionnaire will run over and say, "I don't know, sir. They're saying that there was a full assault in that house, and there are spells being flung back and forth. We've tried to reach out to those inside. No one's talking." And, Tullius will say, "That's all right. I need 4 of you to follow me. We're going inside. This is my assistant. Take orders from her if she signs anything." And the guards nod, and soon enough, it is the 2 of you and 4 Legionnaires approaching the front door of the house. The front door is closed. In the time since you last arrived, the ashes are still there on the stoop, and I think Tullius
When
will
we walk
glance over
past
at
him,
you.
I'm going to sign to him saying that's what happened to Zednius.
He, if he feels something, he certainly doesn't show it. He just sort of gives you a nod. And as you get a bit closer to the door, he will pause. Basically, at the stairs leading up to the patio, he will pause, and he'll reach into his backpack to withdraw a potion and hand it over to you. It is a potion of superior healing, so it gives 14d4 plus 4, I believe. No, sorry, I think it's 14d4 plus 20. Let me double check. Potion of healing, 5e.
Do you want me to roll it?
10d4 plus 20, yeah, roll that. 10d4 plus 20. All right.
That is an astounding roll.
Let me bring on our Legionnaires. One moment. He will shout a couple of orders behind him and say, "I only want veterans with me. If you're not an experienced soldier, head back the way you came." And, a couple leave and a couple return. And, he's a Imperial Guard captain, or at least he appears to be one. So they follow him without much problem.
How many of those are there?
Veterans?
No, Imperial Guard captains.
2. The two of you begin to approach up the steps. You can hear sounds inside. It sounds like scratching almost. And
when we get a little bit closer, she'll sign something in there is also invisible.
Yeah. And since we are basically at our time, we'll deal with that next week.
No! What?
No!
How can you do this to us? You're a monster!
I just want to say I'm okay.
Yeah.
Let's go over. I need more.
So next week we will return with Tullius and
You're fucking us, Haka. No.
Tullius and Grania assaulting the building. We will make a backup character for Zednius to play for a little bit. Maximus will likely live, but potentially not. And so we'll probably make a backup character for Maximus just in case he dies. And
what about Severus?
Severus will be fine.
What?
There's just zero chance he dies. So as Tullius and Grania prepare to assault, and you're about to see what Tullius, is all about, how strong he actually is, we'll do that next week.
Damn it, Alex.
So I will see you guys then. I know we're ending a little bit early, but I don't want this is going to be a bit lengthy, so I don't want to do it now. And yeah, I'm sorry. We don't normally end on cliffhangers, but this time we got it. Yeah.
I want to ask, is this at all how you saw this session playing out?
No, the second Severus got caught, I was like, oh, that's a little bit unfortunate. And I'm like, okay, so they're going to get like Tullius and a bunch of Legionnaires and then assault the building.
I told you we should have gone back for reinforcements.
And then when the fight started, I was like,
know what was happening to Severus. He
and then
clearly could have been dead or moved somewhere else.
And then at the very start of the fight, it's like, okay, they're going to cast silence now so that none of this can actually happen. So it's just going to be like a silence spellcaster versus the party. And then that didn't happen. And then I was like, oh, interesting. And then it just became a big... I thought it was going to mostly be investigation, and this was going to be like the final climactic battle this session or next session, but clearly did not turn out that way.
I thought he was like weaker, so I could just like knock him out.
Fair enough,
Take
yeah.
his like heretical shit, take the bag, and we board him, and it's all good.
Yeah, I don't think anything you did was like dumb. It's just not what I expected.
I'm so sorry. I did not expect this guy to be this powerful.
It's all right. It's all right.
It is so not your fault.
Yeah.
I just feel bad for Zednius dying.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. That's D&D, man.
It does indeed happen. And of all of you, Zednius has the most access to resources to bring himself back. So, or not bring himself back, but to have other people.
But Tullius,
yeah, Tullius bring him back.
Has immense power.
Yeah, we'll deal with that next week. A bit of a grim ending, but I believe in the Grania Tullius power squad. So yeah,
just gonna make me Eldritch Blasting. I don't have anything else.
That's all you need. I mean, that's a bit of damage. So we will be back next week, same time. I don't think there's any scheduling conflicts because I'm done with finals.
No.
And
sure as fuck won't be now.
Yeah. All right.
I guess I still have my 2.
How am I supposed to go to sleep now?
I don't know. It's tough. I'll see you guys next week.
Skip a funeral for this.
Bye bye.
See you next week. Jesus.